seen your jump shot. That shit is broke. No,
it ain't. Chill. You didn't even make a shot in the sevens. You were in the corner in jeans, missing brick and everything. And the only reason you didn't get out because you had in front of you.
Not true.
No,
that's so not true.
Hold on. Ron, who's on the other side when we were in Indianapolis? Remember, Chill was in the far right corner. Somebody was in the left corner bricking.
Trey was out there. Right. I can't remember exactly what the lineup was. I know ZZ was there.
Chill had 7 straight misses.
That's just not true.
No, it is true. And then you got a chance to warm up. It might have been
Bama. Yeah, you were shooting behind Bama.
It might have been Bama, bro. Chill was over there.
And not only was that not true, I said to Trey, all I need to do is see one go in.
And Trey was shooting left-handed trolling, by the way.
Because he is left-handed.
Right-handed, because he was trolling. But I was shooting next to Dell. So I actually had to make some shots. Chill's literally over there just.
And it was cash. After I saw one go in, it was cash.
Was not. It was not. It started going well later on, but it definitely was not.
Because I saw one go in. Once one went in, it was on.
Chill. You didn't make nothing in Venice Beach.
You know who else didn't make any?
I made bunch. I made plenty. You know what else I got? You know, I got a 5-year deal for $25 million right now. Right now, lockdown defender. I got the Christian Brown contract.
Speaking of Nuggets contracts, we're going to talk about how the Nuggets are potentially going to lose out on a guy that they have over there. Shout out Peyton Watson. He has suitors. We're going to talk about LeBron James and Draymond Green potentially locked into a situation. I'm hearing rumors are saying that the deal is all but done. We'll talk about what destination that's going to be. But ultimately, we are in the midst of Summer League. Day 1 of the Vegas Summer League was yesterday. We had AJ Dybantsa versus Darryn Peterson. We got Keaton Wagler versus Darius Acuff. We had Yaxel versus Morez, 2 college teammates. And then my favorite matchup from yesterday, my man Abuka Okori versus LeBaron Philon. We'll talk about all these matchups. We'll talk about all the top prospects, what they did. We'll kind of give our little scouting report and, what we're looking forward to in today's matchups in the Summer League. Cam Boozer versus Caleb Wilson. But fellas, let's jump into it right now. The title of this show is AJ did, in fact, outplay Darryn Peterson. To my understanding, I don't know, you guys might feel a little differently, but he definitely showed why he was the number 1 pick. He actually tied a record for the most points scored by a number 1 pick in their first Summer League game. 27 points from AJ Dybantsa. Let's talk about it, fellas. How do we feel about that matchup?
I thought it was, to be honest with you, Peterson showed me a lot more toughness. The shot selection, the fact that he only shot 18 shots, I don't have a problem with that. Even though he went, I think, 7 for 18 or something like that, 8 for 18.
That was AJ. AJ went 7 for 18.
So, yeah, Peterson
was 6 for 18.
Yeah, the shots didn't really bother me that much because I felt like he did take some good shots. Now, you guys might be, I think I'm in a minority. That offensive foul that he got when he pushed off on, I forgot dude's name who pushed him. And then he pushed him.
Watkins.
That's what I'm talking about Watkins. When he pushed him, I like to see that kind of stuff, Ron. And the reason why I like to see that kind of stuff, because now what has to happen is that you have to play basketball because it's recognized that I'm not getting pushed around. I don't take that as a guy who can't control his emotions, because a guy who can't control his emotions to do something ridiculous and do something wild as hell, like maybe swinging on a guy or something like that. I think that him pushing him away from him, just to let him know that that's not the way we're going to play basketball. If that's how you're trying to take me out of my game, you're gonna have to try something different because that's not gonna work. I thought he did a good. I thought he did a good job in taking care of the. I thought he did a good job in not taking care of the basketball. I thought he did a good job in his shot selection. I think he missed some shots. I don't think he was that good on defense, to be quite honest with you. I thought he got beat a lot. I thought that his hands weren't nearly as busy as they could be. I think that he was relying a lot on the help defense instead of just being a one-on-one defender. I think that he got lost a lot of times. There was a play in the, I want to say in the
You talking about Darryn or AJ?
I'm talking about Darryn. I wasn't talking about AJ. I'm talking about Darryn. I felt like he had gotten lost. I know we're going to talk about Dybantsa, but Darryn Peterson, in terms of him getting outplayed, I felt like he got lost on a couple of plays defensively. There was a play in the second quarter where he just died on the screen, and I was like, no, you got to do a better job than that. As far as AJ, Ron, I'm really impressed with his ability to get to the rim. That's the thing that I was liking from him the most. The fact that his ability to get to the rim and play in traffic and play through contact, because I think that's going to be a big deal when we get to the next level, when we get to the actual NBA games with him playing the 3 and probably at some point moving to some 4 on some level where he's going to probably have to play through some contact in stretches. So I really did like that from him. He's going to be a player, Ron. He is. He's definitely going to be a player. And I think Washington, I think they got it right with him. I do.
Yeah. Kind of how Chill outlined, Darryn didn't really have his best game. But to what Chill was saying,
he saw a lot of aggressive defense though, and a lot of double teams. So I'm not really knocking him for that he had a bad game.
Yeah, I feel the same way. And I just think, like, kind of how Chill said, the shots just weren't falling. I think he got good looks. You could kind of see early on he was pressing though. So, and that's one thing that I kind of like about him though, because every time he's played AJ, he's got up to play. He's like, yo, this is a big game. I'm tying my kicks up extra tight tonight, and I'm ready to go. And you could tell, like, this was a matchup he was looking forward to. This was a matchup he was ready to go for. I just think he was pressing a little too much out the gate, and they were trying to box him up on defense, sending extra bodies, doubles. Jameer Watkins, that's one of the better young defenders out there. He was playing extra aggressive. Jameer Watkins had, I think, 9 fouls. Darryn had 9 fouls too.
Well, so did Darryn.
But Jameer had 9 fouls, and most of those fouls, if not all of them, I didn't tally how many was on Darryn, but most of them was on Darryn Peterson. So he's out there trying to earn a contract. Like, I'm locking this guy up, and I'm gonna let everybody know I'm locking him up. So
Ron, does Darryn Peterson look at AJ like he food? Because I feel that vibe from him. Like, yo, this dude ain't got nothing for me.
Yeah, the couple times where they got the switch and he's seen AJ on him, you seen him go at him just right away.
I got one. Him like that. Like he fooled. Like, this dude can't guard me. No.
Yeah, but I wasn't too mad at Darryn. It was technically a bad game, but I think it was a game for him to learn from in terms of some of the turnovers he had, some of the I guess you could say shot selection a little bit, how to handle aggressive defenses and stuff. I feel like it was a learning curve. So
it ain't technically a bad game. If this was December and they was in Boston and he had 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists, or 6 fouls because he would have fouled out the game. He had 8 turnovers. We'd be like, yo, that dude sucked.
Yeah, it was a bad game.
We'd be like, he sucked.
It was a bad game.
No doubt about it. Like, and of course it's a rookie, and we're looking at him in the summer league, and he's playing against inferior talent, but we're not going to downplay it. There was a lot of stuff that he didn't do well. A lot of stuff.
I don't even
to work on.
That wasn't an inferior summer league team though. Like, that was the Wizards are rolling out a good ass team. They're rolling out players that actually get NBA playing time. Some of them have started. Will Riley was out there. Obviously, the number 1 pick, AJ Dybantsa. Jameer Watkins is a solid player. So it's like this isn't just a regular summer league team. These are guys
inferior to the players in the. Let me rephrase that, Ron.
Trey Johnson.
Yeah.
Who you think should be their starting 2 guard?
You know how.
So like that. This is a bomb squad, if you will, of a summer league team.
Yeah, they got a good team, absolutely. But when I say inferior, I mean inferior to what's at the next level in terms of the players there. Like, a lot of these guys are, and I don't just mean Washington, but a lot of these guys are fighting for contracts. A lot of these guys are second-year guys still trying to figure it out. Like AJ and Darryn Peterson, along with Boozer, along with these guys, they're going to go against the first level guys every night. This is why Ox and I, we had that conversation yesterday. I feel like it's necessary. To get this stuff out of the way now. Like, I need to understand how to play at this level on a consistent basis. Because even though I went up against that Washington team, that a lot of those guys are going to be on the floor, I'm going to see much better guys as the season goes on. Much better. So it's very important that I get these reps in so I can see where I'm at.
So, Chill, you think AJ Dybantsa and Darryn Peterson, they gained something from playing last night?
Yes, I do. I absolutely. Hell yes. I definitely think that they.
You don't, Ox?
I definitely think that they. To answer your question, Ox, I think that Darryn Peterson could go back and look at some tape and go back and see where he was on defense. And then when we get to the season, it's going to be the same logic. Like, this is the stuff that you were doing in the summertime, or I seen what I was doing in the summertime, and I can improve on that come when the season starts. Same logic when it comes to like when I come off pick and roll. When he had a play, I remember it. He had a play in the second quarter where second quarter specifically, it was like around eight minutes, where he came off a screen. He came off that screen really wide and allowed Hawkins. Why I keep saying his name wrong, Mars? Is it Watkins? Watkins,
Yeah,
not
Watkins.
Watkins. He allowed him to get back into play. Well, I'm going to learn as time goes on while I'm watching film that I got to get tighter on those screens. I got to be a little bit more patient on those screens. And I can do that by doing it in summer league and then watching myself on tape. And I feel like doing the homework, I think that's just going to make him better.
Let me take a step back, Jay. I asked Chill that question instead of making a statement because I'm going to rely on y'all right now because I didn't get to watch much of the game. So therefore, I don't know. So let me not just say no, Jay. Let me say I'm not sure, but I wouldn't expect them to gain much from that last night. That was kind of what we were talking about yesterday. So, but like I said, so let me not say no. Like that's ignorant of me, seeing as I didn't watch much of the game. So yeah, I'm not sure, bro. But I wouldn't expect them to be.
You don't think it's a good measuring stick for them to go up against each other? They're going to see each other twice a year?
Not those two. My take yesterday was that there's just a couple guys that aren't going to get anything from summer league, and I think those two are definitely two of the guys that I don't think so. But once again, I didn't really watch the game, so I can't say.
It wasn't a great quality game, but it's summer league, so we're already going to see the greatest quality.
If Mars, in your watching summer leagues, plural, like how many quality summer league games have you seen?
Not many.
Me neither. But I do think that the basketball, just me being there and me working on my game, I just think that helps. And I think that what happened with Darryn Peterson last night, the same thing with AJ Dybantsa, him being able to play with some level of physicality, and I feel like that gets him some reps. I just felt like it helped.
Yeah,
it probably. If you want to go into your debut not playing for 7 months, because assuming your last game is in March,
right,
and then you don't play summer league. Preseason is what, early October.
Mm-hmm.
Playing for about 6.5, 7 months without playing a game. I just don't think that's a good idea.
I mean, training camp opens at the end of September, so sure.
Yeah, but I mean, still game reps are game reps. So I just think, like AJ spoke about after the game, that was his first game since like March 10th. So it's his first game in 4 months. Like, I don't think when you're 19, 20, you want to go 7 months without playing a basketball game. So I think that's what is useful for the rookies. Second year players, it depends on how good you are, I guess. But it's nice to see the number 1 and number 2 pick go out in summer league. I enjoyed
what happened. What happened to AJ last night? Did he
hurt his leg?
Calf soreness, I think it was calf soreness. He probably just had a cramp. I haven't seen, but
you said he was okay.
He was drinking some sort of electrolytes on the bench. So
it's probably his last summer league game.
Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, he said he'll be back, but it's not up to him. Like,
he really played 3. What's the point of playing the rest of them?
No, AJ only played 1. Darryn's played 3.
Oh, word.
That was AJ's first game. That's why it's a bit interesting to Darryn, because Darryn has played 3 games and he's had 8 turnovers in 2 of them. So that's, I guess.
Wouldn't you say that's somewhat expected, Mars?
Based on what the coverages he's seeing, or based on his support?
I mean, I think based on the coverages, but also beyond that, and I think this is where Chill and Ox and Ryan in particular can speak to, like, also jitters. Like, this is his first time playing at this level. And, so some of this is like, all of them. A-Cup had 9 yesterday. I think 9 turnovers yesterday. Mm-hmm. So
I'm just saying I can't speak to jitters.
Sure. Well, you don't hold the ball a lot, so you're a post player, obviously, but like, I'm saying, like, Ron, you're. I'm not doing no diss, but like Ron,
Ox could get it off the glass and go. Ox used to do that.
No. He could.
That was in my job.
No, it was in his repertoire for sure. No, Ox.
It was in my job description.
No, facts. I'm not trying to. I was more so trying to point to, like,
keep going. So keep going.
Like, Ron, like, if you played your first game at ITT Tech, for instance, like, in that instance, like, would you be more inclined to turn the ball over?
No, I mean, maybe you might have jitters in the first 2 minutes, but once the game gets going, like, all that's out the window. And the thing about it is, like, and this is why I think summer league is important. because you have weaknesses that you have to work on. You're playing against a whole different level of talent, a whole different level of player in terms of mentality and just physicality. Darius Acuff is seeing coverages. Yeah, he's seen these coverages in college, but it's a little different when you're playing for when you have the Sacramento Kings across your chest and you're playing against the other team that has the Clippers across your chest. Now, and when they're throwing different coverages at you, you got to learn how to navigate that now. So I don't think it's more so jitters as it is a learning curve. Darren Peterson too, and it's a little different for Darren because at Kansas, Darren didn't have the ball in his hands like that. Now, I don't know. You guys have told me that he can play point guard. Obviously, just by the looks of things and how smooth he is, he can't handle the ball. But I don't know if he's necessarily a point guard. So now this is getting him reps at point guard for the whole game. It's literally him and Cody Williams out there. Cody Williams is by no stretch of the imagination a point guard. He did have a pretty good game last night, though. Shout out to Cody Williams. But I'm watching Cody Williams first play of last game dribble the ball across half court and get picked by Cedric Coward.
That's happened about three. Yeah, that's happened about three times.
I'm about this close to being out on that kid. I think the Jazz made a mistake with him. I do.
So he's not a point guard. So Darren Peterson has to slide over and play point guard. If that's the case, now he's playing 48 minutes as a point guard, and he has to now expand his game. That is something that I think he's taken away now. He's learning. He has to learn how to not only control the ball, he has to learn how to control the flow of the game, and he has to learn how to just limit his turnovers and find his shots, find other teammates. It's a lot that goes on in that. So I don't think it's jitter swiper. I think it's just them not only learning themselves, but learning how to play within an NBA system and learning how to, manage the game.
I'm just a big fan.
It's difficult.
Darren Peterson's turnovers will go down when he's playing with more NBA guys.
Really though?
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna have the
absolutely.
ball in his hands.
Similar to what happened with Cooper Flag last year.
Sure.
And it's but it's just like I think it'll do a lot. It's gonna work wonders for Darren Peterson when the floor is more open and he's not necessarily always the main focus. You're playing with Lauri Markkanen, Keontae's
Triple J, sure.
Yeah, Bucket, all these dudes. It's gonna open up a little bit more for him. I don't expect him to be having 8. I mean, of course, there might be a game in the season where he has 8 turnovers, but I don't think that's gonna be a regular occurrence.
Right.
I would hope not.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
If it is, then that way you got some issues. But point guard's a tough position to play, learn how you want to slice it. I don't think Darren's a point guard. I don't think he was a point guard when he got drafted. I know a lot of people were relying on the high school stuff because in college he was more of a pure off guard. For me, best case scenario is he is a combo guard, someone who can play both, but you still want him as a 2 guard. I still think that's the vision for him long term in Utah. Anyway, I don't think there's anything wrong with having a 2 guard. I don't think we need to try and make every guard in existence a point guard or whatever the case may be.
Yes.
And
Darren said he enjoys it being on the ball, and Darren views himself as a point guard, and I don't blame him. He wants the ball in his hands, all that stuff. But for me, from my perspective of Darren as a prospect, the way you maximize Darren is if you lean fully into his scoring arsenal, not if you try and make him a point guard. He needs to be maximized as an off-ball scorer, an on-ball weapon. That to me is the way you get the best out of what I viewed him as a prospect.
So if you put the ball in his hands, Wade prospect, for me, the way
I viewed him was a prime Devin Booker, Bucks, Ray Allen hybrid. But he also plays defense. That's how I viewed him, and to me, that's one of the best players in the world. If he's able to get to that level, and that is very minimal point guard ability there, in my opinion. That's Devin Booker playing next to Chris Paul. That's Bucks Ray Allen, obviously being that off guard that he is. And then now imagine that guy, but also forces turnovers and plays defense at a high level. I think that's one of the best guards in the NBA, regardless of how good of a point guard he becomes. So yeah, I think in the NBA, especially with Keontae, I would expect him to play more off ball. And I expect him to look better doing that. But you can still try and develop the on-ball stuff, especially in Summer League, where, respectfully to the rest of that roster, other than Cody Williams, I don't know if any of them are even going to be on the Jazz team. So,
Mars, do you think it works when NBA teams try to do that, like what they did with Devin Booker, where they take them from being off-scoring guards to now having all the responsibility with the ball in their hand and having no choice but do the combo guard thing, like Devin Booker's been for the last couple of years?
It really depends on the player.
Any
Generally
player that I
speaking, I
work
think.
with.
I mean, I guess you could throw James Harden out there as a 2 guard who turned himself into a point guard. But even like watching him, you could see he was different in terms of how comfortable he was with the ball in his hands. Dwayne Wade was a point guard who then turned into a 2 guard who then went back to point guard. So like he could do both. But guys like Darryn, guys like Devin Booker, they've tried to do it with Donovan Mitchell. I'm not the biggest fan of that either. Those guys to me are 2 guards who can initiate, but you don't want them as your primary initiators. That's kind of how I view them, and I don't think that's a knock on them. Anthony Edwards is another one they've tried to make into this like combo guards. Like, now they've got him a point guard. I think he might have the best year of his career. So yeah,
how are we maximizing this guy, like you said, Mars? Because it sounds to me like the way we maximize him is like, how about we run some stuff for him? How about we get some action going for him, as opposed to just giving them the ball and everybody get out the way? No, how about we run some action for him? How about we get him in space where he can get quick hits? How about we get him in space where he can get mismatches and isolations? How about we get him in space where he can come off screens and knock down jump shots like a 2 guard, where he can operate like a 2 guard, as opposed to we're going to put the ball in his hands and we're going to maximize him as a combo guard, which obviously is a trial and error. And I'm definitely leaning toward the side of error, as opposed to, I think it would be a lot faster if we had him as a 2 guard playing off the ball and running action for him. The guy that I thought about immediately when you guys were talking about this, in terms of guys getting better and playing, is Devin Booker. I vividly remember Devin Booker saying, "Yo, we're not double teaming in pickup games." Not sure you guys remember this, but Devin Booker, previous to him saying that, I believe it was 2 years, and you guys can fact check me this. Devin Booker, he was, I think, either second or third in the league in turnovers when he was double teamed in the league. Not second or third. I know he was at the top of the league in turnovers when he was doubled. And this is the prime time for you to actually work on that, to get better playing out of a double team. Well, he doesn't want to do that. He wants to have that going on during the season where I can continue to turn the ball over. So it's obvious that it's not working. That's why I want a guy like Darryn Peterson, AJ Dybantsa, even though, to Ox's point, some of this stuff, some of these guys, they might be, above this, to your point, Ox. I'm not going to argue that point. But I do think that I would rather get some of the kinks that we have in these guys. I'd rather get that stuff out of the way so I can work on some of the stuff that they're good at and let them get even better at it.
They can't really use him off the ball in summer league. Like, respectfully, like, his team sucks. Like, you're going to take him off. You're going to take him off the ball and put Trey Alexander on it. No disrespect.
Then why is he on the team, Miles? What is he doing here? Because I want to maximize.
He's trying to play for something. Like at the end of this is why summer league is weird, especially like at the end of the day, these guys know. Like Darryn has his guaranteed contract. Cody Williams is gonna like try and play to get his second contract. Like those guys kind of have some level of security. Ace Bailey played game 1. He knows he has security. Everyone else, like they're fighting for employment. Like, no, and that's not me disrespecting them. Like, no one take that as disrespect. But they're fighting for another team to see them, the Jazz to see them, an overseas team. Like, they're fighting to show that they are worth something to a professional team somewhere, whether that's the NBA or overseas. So, like, they're not playing to think, how can I best maximize Darryn Peterson? Because as far as they're concerned, Darryn Peterson is not in their future. Like, they're not going to play with Darryn Peterson. That's not what their career holds. It's like Jamil Watkins, for example. Like he played for the Wizards last year. He had a solid rookie year. But he knows like the way he's going to play is, okay, I need to show the Wizards that I can defend, pick up full court so that they can trust me to give me minutes in the regular season. So like regardless of whether he's try-harding or whatever the case may be, he doesn't care about making Darryn Peterson look good. He cares about proving something for himself. Trey Alexander is not focused on being a point guard because wherever he goes, he's not a point guard. He's focused on making his open shots, playing defense. Like that's his job. So you can't put him on the board to then free up Darryn Peterson when Trey Alexander's not auditioning to be a point guard somewhere. That's not what he's auditioning to do. So summer league for a lot of these guys is auditions. That's what it is. It's auditions to show teams what your skill set is. So if you're if they're sacrificing their skill set to maximize your draft pick, they're gonna look bad. That's how you end up with summer league players looking like really selfish. Like at the end of the day, it's a showcase for them. That's what it is. They're trying to show that they can do X, Y, Z. Well, it's not about making Darryn look good.
And I think that that's a fair point, Miles. But wouldn't that, I feel like, compound the point? For example, compound the point of actually being what I am in Summer League. In fact, I do want to make Darryn Peterson look good in Summer League. And the reason why is because if I make him look good in Summer League, there's going to be a team that's looking at me going, I like the way this guy passes. I like the way this guy shoots.
I agree. I think they're misguided in their approach.
Yes, I'll give you an
I
example.
agree. I think this makes sense, but I don't think they're thinking it that way.
That's
They're
unfortunate.
also like 21. So yeah,
I'll give you an example, Mars. In the summer of 2000, I was playing in the Summer League, the Long Beach Summer League with and we playing against the Trailblazers. I was on the same team with, I don't know if you ever heard of him. Remember DeJuan Wheat that played at Louisville, played for the Minnesota Timberwolves? I was playing with him, right? So I'm playing with him. My mentality was to make him look good. So if he found me when I was open, I got to knock down open shots. And that's what I did. I was making so he could look for me more. So I was playing off of him. So when he gets me, so when I get open and he finds me, well, I'm not, to your point, Mars, playing out here with a bunch of bums. Like I'm actually playing with some guys that can play, and it looks like his skill set is getting maximized. So if I'm playing with Darryn Peterson and I play the lead guard, guess what I'm doing? I'm doing everything that I can to get this dude involved in the game. I want to run offense for him. I want to get him open. I want to make myself look good by making him look good, because somebody's going to see me and go, you know what? Maybe we could use him on our crew.
This is difficult because, I mean, the Wizards were picking everyone up full court. Like, they picked up Darryn full court. Darryn was struggling. They picked up Cody Williams full court. I watched AJ stripping, and then obviously left the ball behind. But AJ picked his pocket, and that's not the first time that's happened to Cody Williams in the Summer League. They then let a guy like Trey Alexander bring the ball up, and he was getting hounded. Like, there was one, he committed a backcourt. They just didn't call it. But, like, it's hard for, like, these level of player, no disrespect, to deal with that level of physical. Like, you got 10 fouls, and like you said, Jameer Watkins was making sure he used his 10 fouls.
Yeah,
like, I got 10 fouls, I'm gonna leave this game with 8 or 9. So like, it's difficult for non-point guards to then deal with like that level of physicality and then be able to then get guys like Darryn Peterson involved. So this is why in the Summer League I expect Darryn Peterson to be their point guard, but in the NBA I expect him to be the off guard that I think we're all hoping he will be. This is more just about growth and learning and all of that stuff, but I don't think he's gonna do all of this in the NBA as a rookie. So,
but it's a good experience for him though.
For sure.
Like, I don't mind them throwing Darryn Peterson to the Wolves. Like, here's go.
I think that's what you got. I think that's what you got to do to your top picks. Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to put them in uncomfortable situations. You don't want them to just be comfortable all throughout everything. Like in training camp, they're going to make them uncomfortable. In preseason, they're going to make them uncomfortable. In Summer League, like, you want to put them in uncomfortable situations to see how they adapt to it, how they deal with it, and then you can kind of gauge out where they are in terms of their development. If everything's just smooth sailing all throughout, like, we're not really going to get better to the same degree, in my opinion. So I think it's good.
Swipe, because since we're on this subject, and I hope I'm not derailing the conversation, but you know, Peterson had 9 fouls last night. I think it was 8 or 9 fouls. Yeah. Swiper, would you be? And I know that the Summer League, I mean, they use things to implement for new rules, like the challenge rule, like stuff like that. Swiper, would you be comfortable adding another foul to the game? Like, instead of 6 fouls, I get 7 fouls.
I don't see the need for it personally. I don't really.
I think you should add a foul in overtime.
That part I'm comfortable with.
If you're on 5 fouls going into overtime, I think you should be allowed 7.
You get new timeouts in overtime, so
yeah, I like that.
Because like at the end of the day, it should be 6 fouls in 48 minutes, 7 in 53. That's kind of where I'm at.
That's fair.
But here's my question:
in a real game, or
well, maybe they try it in Summer League, but in a real game, I think that's what it should be.
So does that mean that with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, Mars, I fouled out, but then we go into overtime? Do I get to play now?
No. Once you fouled out, you're done.
Okay.
If you get 6 in regulation, you're over.
Yes, that's
what
I'm about to say.
If you're on 5 at the end of regulation,
sure,
and then we go to overtime, I think you should be allowed 7. So I think you should have
get an extra foul, just like you get an extra turn.
That does kind of take the strategizing and out of it too, though. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna make a big fuss about it. I just think,
What do you mean the strategizing?
I'm not saying they should change it. I'm just saying
because I only got one more foul. Like, we can't really go at you like we would like to, as opposed to now you got 2 fouls.
It's just like giving them bail. I don't. I mean, I've never experienced doing that, so I can't say whether
he's scared.
Oh my God!
On your nose, bro. Go to the bathroom and do that.
It did not sound like he was blowing his nose at first.
Yeah, that's blowing outside. Hey man, shout to the ACs NBA.
This is what Spike be talking about. This is
the other way.
This is exactly what Spike be talking about.
It was
Spike
going.
said.
Yeah, look, he came back energized. I'm tripping.
Look. What?
That's
Bro,
that drip.
he's
That's
skinny,
that
y'all. He's
drip
pretty
we
skinny.
was just talking about the other day in the group chat. But anyway,
Ox, you were making a point about you
Yeah,
never
were
been
you
in that
focused?
situation. Ox, that's what you were making a point before we almost got thrown off the track by goofball over here.
Playing with my nose.
But as you were saying, Ox, you've never been in that situation before. So
I can't say for sure, chill. But I just think I just like the strategy of having to conserve your fouls and just that's it, just the strategy.
Yeah.
No, it's I don't got nothing deep or super profound to say about
Sure.
it. I just like how it is, and I like when your coach has to make a decision right there, or you have to make a decision on how you're gonna play, with the fouls you got, like we've talked plenty of times where just how different coaches look at things, right? Where if you have 5 fouls and or 4 fouls or whatever, and you might get taken out, of the game. For me, a lot of times I prefer just to let a player play through it, and if you foul out, you foul out, because to me it's like, would I rather you foul out with 3 minutes left and maybe we're up 3 or tied up, or would I rather bring you back in the game with 5 minutes and we're down 11? Like, especially if specifically your top guys. But once again, like I said, it might be cool. Who knows? I would, if they try it out, I'd be curious to see how it works and how people think about it. But just me, I don't know. I prefer how it is. I think.
I was just thinking about that, Swiper, because they try out a number of different things in the summer league to see what sticks, and you're playing with 8-9 fouls. I mean, Dwight Howard ended up with 9 fouls in one game. I think his rookie season, his rookie campaign playing in the summer league. And I was thinking, well, if we already played with 6 fouls. If we played with 7 fouls, like with 1 extra foul, would that cause that much of a ruckus? Because a lot of guys, when they foul out, I mean, it could be the difference in the game. To your point, Ox, when we're talking about strategizing, Steph Curry got 4 fouls in the middle of the third quarter. Go after him. Or now Steve Kerr's got to take him out of the game. He might have to sit the rest of the third quarter and maybe even early in the fourth. But if he's got that extra foul, well, I don't have to worry about that now. And now it's a different strategy. He gets to play a little bit longer. We get to see the star a little bit longer than we did.
Yeah,
Just
but
no,
also what that means is you get the extra one too by going to overtime. So it's no guarantee you go to overtime anyway. And plus, chill, I just don't care about that. Oh, they want to see the star play, keep him on the court shit. Like, so like you got
The star would play if he ain't foul out.
Yeah, the rules are the rules.
All right, fellas. Well, as of right now, the rules are the rules. And the rules of this game is you need to make a big splash in whatever sport that you like, whether that's NFL, whether that's MLB, whether that's WNBA, NBA, PGA, whatever sport that you like. Splash Sports has it, and you can win money based on your sports knowledge and player knowledge and the player projections that they offer. Now, to start everything off, when you use code CHOICE, you will get 100% deposit match up to $50, and you'll get 100% quick picks boost. But what's the kicker is Splash Sports has the highest multipliers in all of DFS, not just some of DFS, not just better than a couple of them. Splash Sports is better than everybody out there because they have the highest multipliers. If you can make the most money somewhere, wouldn't that be the place you go? Well, that's the case with Splash Sports, and that's why we play Splash Sports on the daily. Make your picks anywhere between 2 to 6 players. You pick more or less on their player projections, and then you win money if you get them right. It's so simple and easy. We're going to do it right here, right now. We got some WNBA hoops tonight, so let's go ahead and get into it. Big Ox, what you got for us? Huh? What? You going Dallas, Toronto?
We can't hear you.
Yeah. You've been silenced by the powers that be.
Apologies, fellas. I like to mute my mic when other people are talking.
Oh, how it?
I'm
Such
gonna go ahead
etiquette.
and just kick it off with Marina Mabry, 21 and a half points. That seems like easy money. They don't got anybody over there that can guard her. So let's do that.
Yep. Shout out. I will go with Paige Beckers. She's at 21 and a half versus Toronto tonight. I'm taking more on that. She hit it 4 of the last 5 nights.
Nice. Who do I want to tall glass of tonight? Yes. Let me get a tall glass of. This one's pretty easy, pretty simple. Let me get Brianna Stewart. There's no need to overthink this thing, right? When you're an MVP and a champion, it's pretty easy for us just to take your points. When you are the best scorer in the league.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that's how we're going to rock today on Splash Sports. If you like our picks, take our picks and make some money from our picks. If you don't like our picks, that's even better. Make your own picks and make your own money. Either way it goes, make sure you download the Splash Sports app. Make sure you use code CHOICE so you can redeem all the bonuses, rewards, and ultimately make sure you play so you can get the highest multipliers in the industry. We'll see you guys in the winner circle. It has been fun.
Real quick before you move on, Ron.
Ooh, that's right. Damn.
Before you move on, the reason, as you know, the reason the reason I didn't get to watch the game last night is because I was actually watching the best scorer in the game. The best player in the world. I'm just saying, like, Brianna, obviously, we all know Stu is, but don't go too far, Ron. Just don't go too far. The league belongs to her. The game of basketball belongs to her. It's just easy. She just be chilling, bro. Like, that's all. She just be out there just hanging out. Chill, like, I can't even describe it anymore. You know what? She has solved basketball.
Uh-oh. We got a basketball solver in the house.
It's just It's just too easy.
You got somebody who solved basketball. Yes, sir.
She just be out there chilling. She had 20 and 6 in the first half and was just hanging out. Like, at this point, Coach, I'm talking about Asia. This is what I'm talking about. That's why I had to pull up to the motor last night to just watch.
She just came off injury too, by the way, Ox. Like she ain't. It's not like she's been playing. She just came off the injury list. Yeah, literally just came off the injury list and just came back.
She don't miss a step. It's just another day in the office, bro. She just be. Jay, I'm telling you, bro. She just be hanging out. Look, when they come to Brooklyn, bro, just go watch. Just go watch. It's fascinating in person.
I'll be there.
What was the difference, Ox? Because like you've seen AJ play before, is that correct?
A bunch of times, yeah.
Yeah, so you've seen her play before.
I go up to Seattle to watch Asia. I'll travel to watch Asia. Absolutely.
Yeah, she's the real deal. If we had a WNBA team in South Florida, I would definitely have Asia on the list. I'm sitting on the floor because I don't want to sit upstairs. I want to sit on the floor to watch out because I want to see the spacing. I want to see the moves. I want to see how much space she creates. I want to see how much better she is. Because when we was in Phoenix, because I don't know if you noticed, Jay, we was in Phoenix for the WNBA finals, and we saw, and I saw her. She gets to this one specific spot. It's on the left elbow, and it's right in the mid post. She is money. And when I say money, it reminds me of Malone kind of money, like Malone stop and pop in transition. She got that, and she goes to her strong hand when she up fakes. Like, you can't stop that. You can't get in front of her because she's 6'4", and who's ever in front of her, she's just bumping them off of them and just getting to the rim. If she missed, it ain't really got nothing to do with you. It's just
she's nasty.
Yeah, it really is that.
Chill, but she's gotten better and better every single year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like she keeps improving and adding more to her game. The three ball is damn near automatic now too, and
she couldn't shoot that like that 2 years ago. She couldn't.
Yeah, so 2 years ago was the first year I think she started to actually add it a little bit, but it still wasn't. Last year it was going down a little bit. This year, and the thing I love about it is that just because it's going down, she's not spamming it. She's still playing her game. But if you leave her alone on that three ball, that's your ass.
Nah, she's not gonna let you off the hook with that. No, she
You know what
is
I mean?
not gonna let you off the hook with that.
That's what I'm saying. So she's just going through the motion. And then the beautiful thing about the Los Angeles Aces is that they damn near switch everything on defense. And so
That's
she
because they got a bunch of versatile defenders. That's why.
right, and including her. And she's moving her feet with the guards. You know, she's banging with the big. She's doing whatever. She's the best player that the world has ever seen. And she has another MVP coming. She's walking right into another MVP. It's starting to get unfair. You know what? She ought to just retire after this.
Speaking of best players,
over.
I'm glad I got you guys here because we've been talking, Darren Peterson. We've been talking AJ Dybantsa. Cam Boozer look like, he's an integral piece to what's going on in Memphis. My guy gets on tonight. The guy that I've been raving about. Like, what are you guys thinking? Yes, sir.
Nah, man, he ain't shit compared to Cam Boozer, but
see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know. I went back and I've actually watched some film with him. What he reminds me of is that guy who he's got that kind of motor. Like, that's never been a question with him. He plays hard, and with him playing hard, I have to be better than you. Even if I'm not as skilled, even if I don't have what you got, like, I gotta be better than you. You're not gonna outwork me. That's the thing that I love about him the most. That's why I feel like with his skill set, it's just gonna get maximized throughout the course of his career because he's gonna put the work in to just be better than everybody else. That's why I think he's gonna be the best player in the draft. Because I think that there's a bunch of guys, if I'm being honest with you, I think there's a bunch of guys who have a skill set that's superior to other guys, but it doesn't get maximized. I feel like Caleb, he's one of them dudes who I think that his skill set is going to get maximized, even though he's not as skilled as some of these other guys.
Wait, so I just want to make sure that I'm following you. So you're saying that for some reason he's gonna work harder and become better than AJ Dybantsa? Because
I to be honest with you, I think so. I think that's what I'm looking at with a guy like that. I think that he's one of those kind of players where I'll give you an example, and I know this sounds crazy to you guys. Like, when Kobe Bryant first started, he really wasn't that skilled, but he put the work in to be so much better, and he passed a whole bunch of people who were better than him, who were even more skilled than him. I'm not saying that Caleb Wilson is going to be Kobe Bryant good. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that whatever you get from him, it won't be because of the lack of work ethic. I think he's going to put in the work to be the best player that he could possibly be. I think he's going to be a great transition player. I think his ball handling is going to improve. I think that if the Bulls have any idea of what they're doing with him, he's going to get maximized with that specifically, because I feel like the work that he puts in order to be great, I think he's going to do it.
I think he's on the advantageous roster. Where
Also true.
I think he fits in with the roster. So I could see it. As long as he does put in the work and as long as he does continue to get better, I think it helps out. I think and then they got Norman Powell up there too now. I like him with Josh Giddey. Obviously, what's my kid? The kid Bezelis.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think he fits into that roster. Definitely. I don't think he's as good as the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he will be, but people grow, and some people don't. So we'll see who those people are in this draft. Who are the people that are going to get better, and who are the people that aren't going to get better. I don't know. I
can honestly say that for the first time in a long time, with Caleb, with Bezelis, that's why I'm looking forward to seeing him tonight. With Caleb, with Bezelis, with Josh Giddey, if Josh Giddey could stay healthy. Like, the Bulls seem to have a plan. Like, in the past, they didn't really seem to have a plan of what it was they were doing. They just were just throwing darts at the board and seeing what sticks. All right, we got our lead guard. Hopefully he can stay healthy. You guys know how I feel about Josh Giddey. Bezelis, I think that Bezelis needs to get stronger. I think that was one of his biggest weaknesses, because his ability to finish at the rim was because he wasn't as strong, because he could get to the rim, and I loved his handle. This kid, Caleb Wilson, you already know how I feel about his work ethic. They now have Claxton there, right? So with Claxton there, I think that Claxton can maybe help in some areas with the kid Noah that they have and helping him be a better big, right? So with that being said, it looks like, but they still have Pat Williams on the roster, and they still got that nasty contract. I'm sorry, Mars. Yes, they got that nasty contract.
They don't have to play him. But chill, real quick, I'm just curious to know, where does this talk about Caleb's work ethic come from?
Well, when I saw him at North Carolina, he looks like he's got one speed, and that speed is go. Just go. I'm not gonna stop because the pace of the game is slowed down. No, he's one of those players that, like a horse, when you let him out the stable and they just run, and you gotta teach him how to be within the pace of the game, because he'll run himself to death. He kind of strikes me as one of those kind of guys where he just plays hard all the time and just goes and goes and goes. And I think once he learns how to play and learn how to pace himself, I think he's going to be even better than that. Because when I watched him, again, I didn't watch many games of him in North Carolina, but the few games that I watched, how athletic he is, how fast he runs, like how good he was, even though he's raw, how good he is with the ball and how fast he can get to the rim. That tells me that, I don't have to worry about this kid's motor. I don't have to worry about on nights when he's not feeling it, this kid is not. I don't have to worry about that with him. He's always going to bring it. I just got to hone in the other stuff. And when I'm able to hone in the other stuff, I think he's going to be fantastic.
He's also set some lofty goals for himself, which I think can lead into Chill's theory. I mean, he said he wants to be the greatest bull to come out of UNC, which obviously we know what that means, because, maybe the greatest player ever was that.
Statue of him outside the arena, inside the arena. I'm sorry.
He's been very vocal about the fact that he thinks he's a better player than everyone drafted above him, and he said that whenever they match up, that he shows that he's better than them. That's another thing that like the confidence. I see the vision. I have some of my reservations about the Bulls roster, not the summer league roster, the actual roster in terms of who can shoot the basketball, and does that mess with like Caleb Wilson's ability to get to the rim at the level in which you want to see. But I definitely understand the allure with a player with his skill set, and I think he's going to be exciting to watch in summer league. I'm excited to see him tonight.
And there are going to be some mistakes. Let's be clear about that. I mean, we saw the mistakes from AJ. We saw the mistakes from Peterson, Cam Boozer. I mean, it seems like there's some limitations with him in terms of a ball handler. The athleticism looks like it's there, but it looks like it's a little limited. So I'm not expecting Caleb Wilson to just come out and just be gangbusters where I'm just blown away by him. But the thing that I'm not concerned with him playing hard. That's the thing that I'm not concerned with him at all. He's going to show me right from the beginning that I am not afraid to just lay it all out there. And I think that that's really important when you're trying to be that type of player. I think that that's the first step to it.
I agree. You don't have to try and teach someone to play hard. That's kind of starting from a losing position at that point. Like, well, teach you to try. Well, I guess
that's kind of one of my biggest issues with. And that's probably why that's why I love DeAndre Ayton, but hate him at the same time, because like the skill set was there. Like he showed me that I can make the jump hook with both hands. I can finish around the rim. But the thing that I hate the most, if I hate a big man that doesn't rebound, I hate a lazy big man even more. Oh,
if you put Caleb Wilson's motor in DeAndre Ayton, I might be on your side about him. So
hey, if I could get that right there, no question about it. But I mean, I think that's the problem with him. If I gotta ask you if you're feeling it tonight, then you probably shouldn't be here. And I feel like that's the case with him. And I don't think that I'm ever going to do that with Caleb Wilson. On top of that, the fact that he's playing in Chicago, that kind of city, and in that kind of atmosphere, where he's going to be able to play barring any injury, where he's going to be able to play on a night in and night out basis, because I don't think they're going to be very good. I don't think the Bulls are going to be very good. So I think there's going to be plenty of minutes for him. I expect to see improvement immediately.
Your guy Toby Awaka is on the Bulls summer league team.
He is. Yeah.
I will be paying attention.
Yes, he is.
Paying attention.
Yeah, yes, he is.
So hopefully he's hooping.
I mean, there's guys I feel like who are pro ready. Peterson looks pro ready. Boozer looks pro ready. Dybantsa looks pro ready. I think the kid, and you guys, I'm surprised that you guys haven't been talking about him as much. I mean, that kid Yaxel looks like he's pro ready. He looks like an adult. of the guys that I've seen in the summer league. I can see
He is
the
an
young.
adult, like
That's what I'm saying. But I can see the youth in Darryn Peterson, right? I can see the youth in, like, in 2 years, I'm gonna look different at AJ Dybantsa because he's gonna fill out some more, right? He's gonna get stronger. When I look at Yaxel, he just looks like a pro, and he looks like a grown up. So to watch him, I'm like, man, like, I think the Warriors. I thought that they were gonna go with Mara, and I was surprised that they passed on him. But I think that they got to steal with this kid too, because I think he's gonna help them immediately.
I agree. I like Jackson. I liked him when they drafted him. I gave it an A+. He hasn't been as good defensively in the summer league as I would have hoped, but offensively, he's been everything I would have wanted him more. So, shout out to Yaxel. Looks really good. Shout out to Morez Johnson as well, because he played well. And I had my doubts about that pick. But yeah, similar to Caleb Wilson. I mean, he tries hard. At the end of the day, you want that as a foundation. He rolls hard. He doesn't give up on a play. He competes on both sides of the ball. He's gonna go after offensive rebounds. Any loose ball, he's gonna go after it. And that's a good foundation to have. And then, like, there was a couple interesting drives he had on, like, some closeouts and whatnot. I think Dallas fans should be optimistic. I didn't view him as a 5. They're seemingly using him as a 5 in summer league, at least. I didn't view him as a 5. I viewed him as more of a 4. But if he can play the 5, it gives them a nice little dynamic. So yeah, I liked how Morez looked.
Are there some guys for you guys that are playing in this summer league that I know that you guys don't really take a lot of stock in summer league, and I get that. But are there some guys in summer league that this could be a break for them to show that they're trying to get better, as opposed to, like, well, they don't really need summer league when they really do? For example, I think that Walter Clayton definitely needs to play in the summer league, because I think I might have watched 1 or 2 games of Walter Clayton, and I mean, the Jazz ended up spending a high pick on him, and he just looked less than. And I think that him playing in this summer league, I think that it'll give him an opportunity to open up some eyes that, I still can play basketball, even though this might not be the best level of competition as opposed to the NBA. But I think that you guys think that maybe they might have made a mistake with me, and they didn't. I think that this could be one of those kind of things with him. I feel the same way about Kalkbrenner. I think this could be a really good summer league for him, off the strength of him not really playing as much as I would have liked to have seen him play with Charlotte. And I think that this could open up some more eyes for some people to go, yo, this next year for him could be a leap year for him where he can get better.
I think Steinbeck is better than him.
Today?
Yes. I think Steinbeck is better than him.
Why is that?
More mobile, way more gifted offensively in terms of the utility you can use him as. Like, there was a play, he drew a closeout in the corner, beat the closeout, went baseline, and managed to finish on the other side of the rim. Like, Ryan Kalkbrenner just can't do that. No, and he's also a better rebounder than Ryan Kalkbrenner is as well. Like, the question with him is just the defensive stuff. But even then, there was some promising plays that he made on defense. And once again, summer league. So I'm not saying, oh yeah, he's going to be amazing. But I just think he has way more offensive tools in terms of the outside shot, the touch, the offensive rebounding, the mobility, and then defensively. Although I think he has room to improve and he has things he needs to work on, I still trust him more as a foundational big. I mean, they even played him at the 4 yesterday. Like, they had him and Kalkbrenner out there together. Like, you can't play Kalkbrenner with another center, but you can play him because he can play the 4 and the 5. So it's like, it's a little. I just think he has more tools to his game, and I'm kind of tired with Sion James trying to be a point guard. Like, he can't be.
I'm kind of over that too. Like, that's not his role. Even as a backup league guard, that's just not his role. No. And the reason why is because I just don't think that he play makes enough as a lead guard to be the backup. Like, when you come in the game, when you're coming in the game as a backup lead guard, my job is to man the ship. All right, we're rolling, and I want us to keep rolling. And I just don't think that he gets downhill. I don't think that he knocks down enough shots. Defensively, I love him because he's going to compete on defense. I think that he's going to give you. He's got a motor, like we just got finished talking about. He's got a motor on defense that you can't really teach. He does get around screens. I think he does a great job in navigating screens. I think the difference is that when you come in the game as a backup lead guard, I am looking for you to get downhill and make plays, not just as a bucket getter, but also as a distributor. And he can't do that on a consistent basis. So I'm not really that impressed with him. The Kalkbrenner thing, the thing that I'm more on the side of, I can appreciate the athleticism, Mars, from Steinbach. I definitely see that. And I'm not sure you give Kalkbrenner enough credit as a big. I think he's a lot more athletic. I think east to west, not so much. North to south, he can get up and down the floor. East to west, it looks it looks a little tricky. I think his ability to finish around the rim, I think that goes. I think it's a little. Some people don't talk about it as much as they should. I think that he's really good. He's got a good touch around the rim. I think he's a really good rebounder. In addition to him being a really good rebounder in traffic, particularly, I think he does a really good job at blocking shots. I think he needs to get a bit stronger, and I think that that's going to help him. But I can see what you're looking at when it comes to the athleticism, because we live in an athletic league. And if we live in an athletic league, guys that are that size, if they can be more mobile, if they can be more versatile, okay, of course I'm going to go with that guy. But if a guy like Kalkbrenner can give me the things that are necessary around the rim that big guys do, which is what he does, I'm loving that. And I think that this summer league, I think that he can enhance that.
I see it.
Yeah, I think some thoughts here on Kalkbrenner as y'all have gone through your soliloquies on this, which have been very important.
We're actually having a conversation, like the soliloquy.
Well, I'm saying soliloquy is not a bad thing. It's just a word usage. Like, I think you made good points. I think to Marge's point, I think Steinbach he might be one of the most ready-made prospects we've had in the draft for sure. I think him and Konkanupple and Musa and Kobe White, like, I think they're going to be like, it's going to be a really interesting team. And Brandon Miller, obviously. I wanted Steinbach to fall. I was hoping he was going to fall because I was hoping that people are going to see like he doesn't have a little bit more. I know. Well, that was a trade-up option. It was a trade-up option. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like when Phylon fell to
mid-20s.
22. Yeah.
Shout
some of this is like, I think Steinbach is going to be a really good player. I think he's going to be in contention for Rookie of the Year next year. Because I think because he's already there. You can plug and play him, and he's going to be potential. He's going to be double guy on some nights. He's going to be a good enough defender, rebounder. He has a good paint touch. He has good footwork, and he's strong as an ox. Mm-hmm. So, like, I think when you put all that together, and it's like you're going to be on a team that's also competing for things, because I think people are expecting the Hornets to drop off. I just think they're going to be pretty good next year, and he's going to get a lot of minutes at that 4 spot. Obviously, with no Miles Bridges there anymore, I think him and Naz Reid, that lineup is going to be really interesting too. So I'm very.
Yeah, I forgot about.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And so both of them together with Brandon, with Con, and then obviously Christian Anderson coming off the bench, they actually have a lot of talent this next year. So I'm really excited to see what the team looks like. I don't know who his. Only Ox probably is going to get with this. He's better than him. He kind of reminds me of Tyler Hansbrough, but just better, like a lot better. Like, he's actually like a much better finisher, way more athletic, more touch. Go ahead, Ox.
NBA Tyler Hansbrough, no.
Go. You got this.
Shout out Tyler. Shout out Tyler. Best player to ever play in North Carolina, by the way, in all 4 years. He was.
I said that, people started hating on me. Yeah, I was like,
yeah, he was for sure.
We had your back, Morris.
Yeah, all-time leading scorer. What is it ever when he left, or was it just the ACC?
No, he was the all-time leading scorer in North Carolina history.
Well, no, I thought it was ACC.
No, that's what you call it. That's the coach of the Lakers.
JJ, he broke JJ's record.
Then he's the all-time leading scorer in ACC history, because when JJ left Duke, he was the all-time leading scorer in ACC history. Scored over 2,400 points.
Yeah,
well, the thing that
it's Tyler Hansbrough. He's outscored JJ Redick by 103 points.
The thing that you brought up an interesting point, Mars, because if I'm not mistaken, Steinbach, he's kind of got he's that Dirk archetype, like
he's German.
And he's a bit of 7 foot.
Dirk.
Let's be clear about that.
He's 6'11". I'll give him some.
He looks like he looked like he a legit footer. But with that being said, I think that his game is more modern than Kalkbrenner, because I think Kalkbrenner plays more like a 5, and I think that Steinbach, I think he plays more like a stretch 5, and I think that because of his skill set, that enhances him to be able to play like that. And the question is because it seems like I'm going to have to make a decision between the two of these guys. They already picked him in the first round. right?
Who?
already,
Talking about Kalkbrenner and Steinbeck.
Why you gotta make a decision?
well,
Because you got Musa, so you don't really need.
But
three
they're all on
bigs.
rookie contracts.
and
Yeah, but you don't really need three bigs.
I really
you
don't.
do.
It's good to have.
The
No, I
Memphis
don't.
Grizzlies have 6 of them.
And they don't need all 6.
We're
of
trying to
them.
build something different.
Why would you not need a bunch of bigs in this league?
I mean,
anymore?
I'm fine with it, especially when they're all making like $4 million. Like,
OKC
Well,
has a
don't
bunch of
forget,
bigs. That's
Kalkbrenner,
why they win.
I think his deal is up
But
next year.
these guys also want to develop. Like Kalkbrenner, if he's the third big, he's gonna play what? Sparingly, depends on the situation. He's
Right.
not developing that way.
He's
So, like,
he's better than Musa at some
best
things.
for
I'd
him.
rather
Yeah, exactly. But that's why I said it's situational. But it's not gonna be best for his development to be a situational big as opposed to a backup big, knowing you're getting these 18
So
to
they-
22 minutes a night.
I mean, I don't know. Like, what's the name? Filipowski with Utah. He's. I think he's better than the minutes he gets. He just doesn't get a lot of minutes, but he's really good.
I bet if he played somewhere else, he'd get more minutes. And that's kind of the idea.
But you need bigs though, and I think the same thing with the Thunder with Jay Will is like you, even if it's not getting crazy minutes, like playing $9 million a year at some point, that's a deal for Jay Will. He's important for what we need to do as a basketball team. We need Chet, we need Hart, we need Jay Will, and we got Sorber as well. Like we need all those bigs because we're playing in the Western Conference. I think they're also playing in the East. The East is apparently going to get bigger now. They're going to be better. Like I just think some of this is like Charlotte needs as many players as they can get, and I think Kalkbrenner's the worst of the bunch. I think. Respect to Mars, Musa Diabate, and then it's going to be, Steinbach and then Naz Reid, and then, we'll kind of go from there. But I think their team is
Kalkbrenner's the fourth big. Like,
yeah, he's easily the fourth big.
Yeah.
And then Musa's a distant third, and then there's the other two.
Well,
Musa's good though. He just he was.
I'm not arguing. I ain't arguing.
Yeah. Naz is going to have a special season this year. I think him and Steinbach are going to be fun to watch, and Con Knupp are going to be fun to watch. They're going to play a 5-out offense. I think Kobe White's going to average 20 points a game this year again.
That's a
You
lot.
think he's going to be that leading scorer?
I mean, they'll probably give. They'll probably give
At 20
Brandon
points a game?
Miller.
Yeah, Brandon Miller.
They might just have 20, 18, and 19.
Brandon Miller's going to get to 25 points this year.
25.
25. Oh.
That's what I think. That's me.
Brandon Miller is getting
The
25 a game.
the third best scorer on the team is going to be 25.
Yeah.
Con, where's Con?
Con's probably at 19. 12?
Oh. I don't know.
Is Connor Brandon Miller a better scorer?
You think Brandon Miller better? You think Cody White's a better scorer than Brandon Miller?
Kobe White's just a better scorer than all of them right now because he has
You
more
think he's the
than
best
Tad.
scorer on their team?
I agree.
Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a
But I
part of
think
this
they're gonna
community
have
that
to
think
blow a
Kobe
lot
White is trash. Like I think he's a really good player.
Who thinks Kobe White is
Well,
trash?
not trash. They don't think that him with the Bulls, and maybe this is my Jalen Green thing, Mark. So I got to self-admit my own bias. I saw March Kobe White in 2025. I saw him at damn near 30 a game for weeks at a time. He's an overnight 25 points, pull up shots, gets to the rim. He's athletic. He's strong. He's fast as all get out. I think people are going to be really shocked to see just how good he is. And then you're putting him with Christian Anderson, Mars. And then you got B-Mill. And then you got Con. And then you got Nas. And then you got Haynes Steinbach. And then you got, that's a good team.
Yeah, I agree.
Wish for a playoff team next year. And I'm not saying top 6, but they're going to be in that 7 to 8 to 9 range. They're still going to be really good.
They could be the 6th seed. I think that's where I have them.
No, wait, we got Boston, we got Cleveland.
The East is
we got,
stacked now.
we got Toronto. If that trade goes through, we got the 76ers, obviously. And then, we're, after that, not the Knicks because they're probably going to fall into the play-in.
Cleveland, the Knicks.
I think that's so funny that you said
Miami.
not Cleveland.
I'm just playing.
I think Cleveland is
Miami,
out of everybody just needing to fall into the play-in.
Miami.
I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying, the East is stacked. Obviously, just going through the East, being the 9 seed in the East or the 10 seed doesn't mean you're a bad team.
Mm-hmm.
Now, back in the day, it probably did. But now it's you're just in a stacked conference. So,
Man, the East been good for a few seasons
ninth
now. I've been
last
trying to
year,
tell you.
The Hornets were ninth seed last year? 10th seed, right?
Indiana might be
They
back
were
too.
nine.
That's a good pull, Taylor.
yeah, Indy, Washington have a lot of intrigue. We haven't even spoken about AJ. He's a tiger, by the way. But
but Charlotte got worse though.
No, they
But
didn't.
Charlotte got
No,
worse.
they got better. I think
the team might have got better, Ox. I think the team might
No,
have got better.
no. This addition by subtraction thing doesn't work in this situation. I know what you're saying about Kobe White. Sure, shout out to Kobe. Good, we love you, brother.
They got Nas Reed.
and Nas, and they just drafted Steinbach.
I see that. I see that. So okay, so they lost.
They got bad.
They lost Miles. They lost Miles.
That's a good loss.
No, it's not a good loss. Miles
not
is
a good loss,
Miles is
Nas
an
is better
absolute.
Nas is better than Miles.
Anyways, they lost LaMelo. LaMelo was
That's
a
a big
big
loss,
reason.
yeah.
Was a
That's a
big
big
reason
loss.
for Khan and Brandon Miller being able to get off the way they were. This is not a good thing. Like Charlotte got worse. Nas doesn't save them, and if he is better than Miles, he's not that much better than Miles.
I think they're trying to
Like
equivocate,
no,
like, what they
there's
lost,
not
what they
they're
got,
not there's
but
no
they got
there's
better. Like they got more well-rounded.
I think the
Like,
team-
no, they
I
did
would
get
love-
more well-rounded
I would love
because they
the team
lost their
have
point
right
guard.
now. Yeah, I would love the team they have right now if they still had LaMelo on it.
Right,
Like,
if you don't have a
If
point
LaMelo
guard.
was on this team, I would be really high on Charlotte.
I'm
Miles
sorry, you do
Bridges,
have a
I don't
point guard.
really care.
Shout out to Kobe. I do like Kobe.
And they
but
got
he's
Christian
not-
Anderson.
All right, Swiper, you just having fun right now.
No, I'm not. They just drafted
I don't
him.
think.
He-
Yeah, I don't
just-
think there's anything wrong with. I mean, he struggled last night, but I don't think there's anything wrong with saying they have Christian Anderson. No.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do?
Watch the game, casual.
Make shots, hopefully. I mean, that's what they drafted him for, to make shots.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
Um,
we just so y'all in the chat agreeing.
Hey, they
that
got Grayson
they
Allen
got
now,
better.
too?
They got.
They got
They
I
got
shooters.
like
Royce
that
O'Neal,
move.
yeah.
All
They
they're
got
gonna-
shooters.
They get rid of
All
something
they're
word.
going to do is just chuck. This team is
Yeah.
going to shoot 70
They might be.
points a game.
They were the best
They're
three-point
going
shooters in
to
the
be
league last year.
ass. They're going to be
They were
They were the
terrible.
highest volume. I don't know if they were the best.
Oh yeah, well the
percentage,
Nuggets were
This
number
team-
one. I
this
forgot.
team-
about
Those
this
two
team
things are
just
not the
got-
same
They were
thing.
number 3 in percentage. They were dominant. Like,
Bro,
you're
this
number 3 in
team
percentage, you
this
shoot
team
them
was
second
going
most,
this
like,
way.
But
They were
they're
going
they're
up.
still going this way. But then they
Yeah.
and then by the way, I just want to say this. I'm not saying that it matters because the playmaking stuff. You're right, Ox. But Kobe White's I don't want to say. Let me say my words correctly. Kobe White is a better scorer than LaMelo, and I think gives them better options end of game than LaMelo offered. I think LaMelo really struggled at playing game. For
Boris,
instance,
why are you
all
shaking
that
your
other
head?
stuff. Because it's
I'm
true.
agreeing. Kobe White is a better scorer than LaMelo. I don't think.
And so I
that's
think that end
deniable.
of game stuff is going to matter a good bit. Now the passing stuff is going to be, we'll see what ends up happening with that. But there's a world, Ox. Respectfully, they're going to have they're going to go through Kobe White, Con Knuppel, Brandon Miller, Naj Reed, Steinbach, Christian Anderson, Grayson Allen, Sion James, Royce O'Neal, and Diabate. They have a lot of flexibility.
Name like that?
Who?
Why you say Royce O'Neal's name like that?
Royce O'Neal's cold. I like Royce.
Cold is crazy.
I like Royce. I like Royce.
Crazy.
I do
Royce
too.
is-
No,
he's a good
2K
player.
God. No, I'm not a LaMelo
Yeah,
fan.
Cold
I've never been a
Cold is
LaMelo
insane.
fan. I don't have to
I
be a
think
fan
Jordan-
of a player
Jordan
to tell the
agreed with
truth
me,
about
like,
a player.
he's a good player.
Like,
He's not like a.
I can
he's a good role
tell
player.
I can
Shut
not
up.
be a fan of a guy
Hey,
and still
silent.
tell the truth about him. LaMelo Ball was by far their best basketball player
no,
on the
by
team
far.
on the roster.
Yeah.
By
No,
by
yeah,
far.
I'm
Okay.
with Ward.
All right,
Like,
cool,
big-
cool.
big
I-
fucking gap.
okay, all right,
Huge,
all right.
huge,
Huge.
huge.
All right,
No,
not all
Swiper,
right,
you
not all right.
Swiper, you do
No,
that. You
I'm-
Swiper,
I'm-
you do
I'm-
that.
I don't want no
I'm on your
interjection.
ass.
I'm cool. I agree with you.
Okay,
Ox.
okay. Well, but I wasn't done.
We're cool with that. Cool
I'm
with that.
talking about big fucking gap. You
Okay,
don't,
but
you
then,
don't
but
lose
what's the
that.
difference in the season to you? Then I'm asking, what is the overall difference? Are they gonna get missed the
They're
play
not.
again?
They're not in the playing no more. They're not even a
What
playing.
are they not in the play no more? Do you see this roster?
Well, yeah, he just
Yeah,
told
that's
you
what kind of what I'm
lay
talking
everything
about.
out.
That's why
You okay? Just because you don't know who Kobe White is, that's your fault.
I know.
I mean,
I know.
you think
I
that-
watched.
you think that
Bro,
Kobe
we been
White-
talking
we
about,
can
bro.
go down the East because once again, I'll ask. This is just the Swiper and Ox. They can answer yes or no. We don't need to discuss everything. Are the Hornets going to be a higher seed than the Pistons next year?
We'll
I'm
keep
going
on,
down the-
Mars. No.
Okay,
Whoa! But you don't like that guy they just got at power forward though. You don't like him.
Who?
Swiper, are the Charlotte
John
Hornets
Collins?
a higher seed?
I love
than
John Collins. Are you crazy?
I didn't expect this one to start.
All right, no, go ahead.
conversation.
Okay.
Are they going to be a higher seed than the Celtics?
No. Fuck no.
Are they going to be a higher seed than the Knicks?
No,
No. Absolutely not.
Are they going to be a higher seed than the Cavs?
No.
no.
Are they going to be a higher seed?
Especially when Bron get there.
Oh
Are they
my
going to be a
God.
higher seed than the Raptors? Kawhi,
If they get Kawhi,
yeah,
They will get
Kawhi.
Kawhi.
included.
they may not get
No.
Kawhi. Actually,
We're
Even
assuming
if they
Kawhi,
don't get
we're
Kawhi,
assuming
they don't
Kawhi
need.
right
They don't need Kawhi to be better than this team. So no, no, they're not. Wait, is that 5 or 6?
That's
Six.
5. That's 5. Are they going
That's
to be
fine.
better than? Are they going to be better than the Hawks?
that's tough. That's a throw. That's a toss up.
Okay, that's fine.
That's a fair
Are
toss
they
up,
gonna be
Box.
That's fine. Are they going to be
Yeah,
better?
I'm
than Philly?
thinking on it. I'm thinking on it. I'm thinking on it. I'm
Are they
not
going to
high
be better
on
than
Hawks.
Philly?
No,
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
That's 6. That's 6. Are they going to be better than Orlando?
No.
maybe. I don't
No.
know. Their roster might not be the same. I really don't know.
We've got a maybe and a no, so we'll say 6.5.
Sure.
Are they going to be better than the Heat?
Who said no?
I don't think so. That's 8.
Yeah, that's 7.5.
7.5.
The Bucks, we can call the Bucks. The Bulls, we can agree, right? They're gonna be better than the Bulls.
I think they're
No.
What if Swain and Caleb are like
I'm
that
not,
though?
I'm not agreeing on that.
All right, my bad. Okay, so the Bulls. I'll ask for the Bulls.
I like the Bulls.
They have a bunch of shot creators, but I don't want to. Well, I'll address that point in the chat in a minute. Go ahead.
All right, so we'll go 6.5. We'll add another half, so we're at 8. I think 8.5.
Sure.
No, 8. The Nets.
Yes, they're better than Brooklyn.
Yeah, they're better than Brooklyn.
Okay. Indiana.
No,
We'll see.
They're not better than Indiana.
We'll see.
Oh my God.
We'll
What's that?
go no and a, we'll do 9. That's 9, and then
Yeah.
the
No,
Wizards.
Swiper can count, and he understands that we're getting closer and
and
closer
the
to
last
them
team
out
is the
of the
Wizards.
play-in.
But it's
The
not.
last
But
team is the Wizards.
to be fair,
No, they're not better than the Wizards.
Well, we'll see. We will
Oh
see
my
with
God.
that. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, we will.
So
see.
Swipe has disagreed on a couple. So we're at 9.5, assuming every we'll see is a half, even though Ox has said no to all of those teams. So best case scenario for real was like Swipe is saying at best at like 8.
That's what I was about to say.
But
Mark.
I said that, a play-in team.
They sound like a play-in
Yeah, at
team.
best they're like 8. At
Yeah.
best.
But I
they're
don't
like 11
agree.
or 12.
But I think some of this is like they went on their run last year and they got healthy. It's like, but how much do you think their offense is going to fall off this next year?
A
That's
lot.
a real question.
A lot.
That's what's tough for me. I don't know. Like they're gonna shoot more threes.
Way more
but
threes
They've
with a bunch of
lost
shooters.
they've lost so much of their creativity and playmaking that
Mhm.
their shot quality might be like substantially worse. But they've also leaned even more into the offensive rebounding, so they might just get so many second chances. I don't know. Charlotte to me are like probably a top 10 offense, but last year they were top 5 and number 1 for like 60 games. So that is a fall off. And then defensively, I still have like my concerns. So they're probably like a mid to slightly below average defense and a top 10 offense. That's about a 9, 10, 11, 12 seed, depending on the East. So
The question we got to ask ourselves is how good is this kid Alexander? That's the $1 million question. How good is he? What kind of playmaker is he? How much is he going to enhance their offense?
Oh,
'Cause they
Anderson? Come on, Christian
Anderson. I said Alexander. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Anderson, not Alexander. I'm sorry. Anderson.
Mhm.
How good is he? How good of a playmaker is he? When they give him because they're going to give him the ball. Let's be clear about that. Because I think that I don't think I'm in the minority. James is not their lead guard.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
James is not their league guard. So I think that they're going to get his kid Anderson the ball. I think that's why they drafted him in the first round. Now, I am getting a bit of a probably because he got picked around the same time that Walter Clayton got picked. So I'm getting that kind of vibe. I'm hoping I'm wrong. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping I'm wrong, and I'm hoping that he is a much better playmaker. The problem that they had with LaMelo last year, his touch around the rim, he couldn't really finish as well as he should have been able to. His mid-post game was not that good. In terms of his long ball, he could knock down an open shot and stretch the defense, but he took a lot of untimely
Why
shots.
you think LaMelo need a mid-post game, Chill?
Because at 6'8", when I got a smaller dude on me and I got those trees in the paint like that, I have to be able to stop right below the free throw line and get a floater game going.
Oh, okay.
Losing LaMelo tanks what they were doing. First of all, we'll just get that out the way. Second of all, I want to revisit Brooklyn.
That's why, because when you said it, no, I was
Yeah.
like, I don't think you
Yeah.
thought of Brooklyn's roster.
I
Not 'cause I
didn't.
I just
Yeah,
don't think
I
you thought of
didn't.
Brooklyn's
I
roster.
didn't. I
Yeah.
was sitting here thinking about it, and I thought, like, hold on, I want to revisit Brooklyn for
Okay,
sure.
so let's revisit Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm not. Once again, I'm not saying I agree. I'm just saying I don't think.
Why are we revisiting Brooklyn?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well,
we're
because
revisiting this.
Michael Porter Jr., Julius
Okay.
Randle, and then
Okay.
the young. So if we could talk about the kid that Charlotte just got, we could for sure talk about the kid that Brooklyn just got.
Michael Brown.
Yeah, bro.
Michael.
Brown.
Yeah, he was really good.
And Jay
They
Gore.
go Yegor as
His name is
well.
Jay Gore.
Dayron Sharp is
fuck is his
nice.
name?
Dayron Sharp is nice.
Yeah,
Yegor
come on.
Diomin is how you say it.
Yeah,
I
they
just-
did change his
yeah.
name
That
like 3
roster does
times
not
now.
hold
Jay
a
Gore
candle
Diomin.
to the
Yeah,
Charlotte Hornets.
the issue is for me, Brooklyn lack a lot of like good bench players. Like their best bench player is probably Noah Clowney. Like that's just not gonna cut it for me. But I like that starting lineup. I do think Michael Brown, Yegor, Julius Randle, MPJ, and Dayron Sharp can be interesting. I do think that's
It's better than Charlotte's starting lineup.
Ox,
Oh my
and this is the divide between you and me, Ox. And the reason why is because
Okay, I agree.
you look at basketball like just basketball players. If you look at it, and here's what I'm saying.
What do
Ox.
you mean by that?
Okay, this is exactly what I mean. I'm just better than you, period. Okay, that's not always the case. That's not why we're going to be a better team. And if I look at the Charlotte Hornets,
chill. Are you saying that I just look at players and I can't see how they fit together and how they're going to run how they're going to run offense and defense?
That's exactly you.
I feel like a lot of times, Ox, with you when it comes to players,
Swiper, my basketball mind is like it's like a whole nother galaxy compared to your stat sheet, FC, all that shit. You are so PRA stat sheets. You have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm watching something. Wait a minute. Wait. Chris Webber is better than Jokic?
Okay, we're not doing that.
Sorry.
So, Ox, like I was saying,
Ox.
And the reason why I bring that up,
right?
Ox, the reason why I bring that up is because I'm thinking to myself, like you talking about Brooklyn, and you're talking from a talent standpoint. If you
I'm talking about from a basketball standpoint, chill.
No doubt.
I'm looking at just the opposite of what you guys are saying. Swipe over here talking about they got Grayson Allen, they got shooters, they're gonna shoot. Like that's they're gonna be out there chucking because I can see all those shots.
Brooklyn is also gonna be chucking them.
I can see all those shots. I can see all those. All I said is I want to revisit Brooklyn first because to your point, Mars, when you said Brooklyn, I didn't really think about their whole roster. I wasn't, I just thought Brooklyn. But you're talking about. Oh, why? Because they went and got Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal, and they lost their point. They lost the best player on their team. So who's just talking about names and what they do? I'm looking at it like, how are they going to get those good looks? How are all 60 of those threes? How are those going to be quality looks? Out of those 60 threes, you're probably going to get 15 quality looks.
Okay, so
you don't think they've replaced? You don't think they've come close to replacing LaMelo in the aggregate? Obviously not one to one.
No, not at all.
Nas Reed, Christian Anderson, Steinbach, Royce O'Neal, Grayson Allen. Is there anyone else they've added?
That's
to the
because
roster?
your names merchant.
All of those names in the aggregate don't somewhat replace LaMelo.
I'm not going to play with you right now. Look, no, because I don't. On top of that, Mars, if you're going to add Nas and all that, we got to talk about Miles Bridges. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they lost Miles as well.
They also lost Miles Bridges, and so. I know how good Miles Bridges is. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to pretend like I don't think Miles Bridges is a good player because of off the court
with Nas though. Do you don't think that's a good replacement?
I think Nas is a fine replacement. I like Nas, but that doesn't replace nobody over there replaces LaMelo.
Well,
Kobe White.
I think it's the aggregation of multiple players.
Yeah, it's not a one-to-one replacement.
Yes, I know, but none of those dudes do what he does.
No, I literally asked them.
None of those dudes do what he does. None of them.
I agree with that. Yeah.
To your point, okay, they were number one in attempts. They were number three. I'm sorry, in attempts last year. Number two in attempts last year.
Number two in attempts. Number three in percentage.
Yes, and number one in makes.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so Ox, okay, so they lose LaMelo, right? So with losing LaMelo
was a big part of that. He made
LaMelo's the one getting that, making that happen.
Too.
Okay,
yeah, but LaMelo also created
So are we not giving Coach Lee?
Kobe's a better shooter than LaMelo too. So I mean,
are we not giving Coach Lee enough credit? Are we not giving Coach Lee enough credit that recognizing that my best playmaker, to Ox's point, my best playmaker and my best distributor is now gone. Maybe we got to find out another way to score, as opposed to cracking the long ball.
Chucking three.
No.
That's what they're gonna do, Chill. They just got Grayson Allen.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Hornets
made up. They're leaning more into shooting threes, not less. They're going more.
They're gonna shoot, but
threes and offensive rebounds. That's their philosophy.
But chill without realizing that LaMelo Ball is responsible for a lot of those looks.
Yeah, but Ox, at the same time, this is where I kind of disagree, is because they got a roster that will shoot a better quality of looks. Like they're gonna have different qualities of looks just based on LaMelo, not like some of the shit LaMelo is doing. Like, and I'm not saying he wrong for doing it, because that's what superstars do. Pretty much, they just see the game a little bit differently. Yeah. But they're gonna have more uniform shots. I think the ball will move. You're gonna see one more type of passes to where they're gonna shoot them type of shots. I do agree with you. They're gonna be chucking, but it's not gonna be a bad chuck. In my opinion, I don't think it's gonna be as bad as we making it seem. But I also agree with you on another end. None of them can do what LaMelo do as far as just commanding what LaMelo can command when he has the ball in his hand.
But
Either as a scorer, I disagree. Somebody was saying Kobe White is a better scorer than LaMelo. I disagree with that. But
Two of us
That's
said he's
because
a better scorer.
Swiper don't know what the hell he talking
Yeah,
about.
I know more than you.
Why can't it look
I know more than you.
different but better?
Not possible.
Why
It's
are
not
you
possible.
refusing to believe
Now
that
it doesn't. Now I'm happy you say that, Jay, because I stand on that. It doesn't have to be the same way.
yeah,
Especially when it comes to basketball, because I understand that there's so many different ways to play basketball, right? So it doesn't have to look the same. Absolutely, it doesn't. But I'm still trying to figure out how are they going to get good looks when you have 5 shooters on the
By
floor.
running action. That's how we're gonna get good looks. It's not like
Thank
You don't think they
Chill.
could?
Could they
Mimic?
plays.
Could they mimic Missoula ball? They don't have like a great on-ball player that's like a great offensive like creator and like playmaker and all that kind of
what
stuff.
you
They
do?
didn't last year.
Jaylen Brown was there.
No, but okay.
He said
Jaylen
mimicking.
Brown
He said
didn't, but he
mimicking.
was not a high-level passer. I think we can agree.
Yeah, he was a high-level downhill guy though.
And they got a high level defense.
Yeah.
They had what?
A high-level
Well, I'm
defense.
talking about their offense. Ox. Do you
Yeah,
think they
but
can-
defense
they can
turned
do
it
it
off.
better?
I'm talking about their team as a whole.
I'm just
No,
thinking
I
about
hear you. No, I hear you.
Y'all
But
ain't
you
gotta
don't, you
play
don't think
close
with
to Jaylen Brown on their roster.
their personnel with having Kobe and Christian and Brandon, like they can like replicate some of that downhill
Kobe,
driving and create a lot of
Christian,
quality looks from 3? No.
I
think so.
don't think
Yes.
it's going to be
But-
anywhere close to Boston or anywhere close to what they had last season. That's all I'm saying. I think they'll still be able to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? I still think they'll be able to generate some shots, but I think they're going to stand on shooting 63s a game, and I think some nights it's going to look
That's way too many.
good, and I think a lot of
no way.
nights it's going to
I don't know
look
that. I
like
don't think
turn
last
this
year
I like
shit
the white boy
off.
though. What's the white boy
There's no
name?
way.
That
I
was
think
fucking that thing
a
last night?
lot of the times it's going to be like
He's my Liam
Yeah, I
McNeely.
like him though.
it's going to be a lot of
Yeah,
times it's
UConn.
going to be like, please get this shit off my TV.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up, Ox, because I'm thinking to myself, okay, what is going to stink the most? Like, what is going to stink the most? The Charlotte Hornets cracking the long ball, or my MPJ, who's never met a shot that he didn't like, and Julius Randle? Like, who's more?
That's going to stink way more.
That's what I'm thinking
I
about.
mean, yeah,
Swiper.
that's
Like,
cool. I'm
who's
not
going-
gonna stand on Brooklyn. Like I'm not gonna stand tall, stand firm with Brooklyn. I just wanted to,
Sure.
I wanted to just revisit it again. I don't.
Absolutely.
I don't.
Speaking of visiting,
Brooklyn's not gonna be a good basketball team either. So
Since we're on the subject of visiting, how about we visit some of these super chats? Let me acknowledge some people. Like my man T-Mac 9343 became a new YouTube member. I think that's super dope. Absolutely. How about Bias? PG became a new YouTube member. What's up, Bias? Absolutely. Good to see you, my good man. And Tupac Westside chimed in. He said, "Happy Friday, fellas. AJ proved show exactly AJ proved why." Let me make sure I read that correctly. Happy Friday, fellas. AJ proved showed exactly he's the number 1 pick. Heard about the Kawhi Leonard situation too. If LA's under investigation, shouldn't the NBA have said he can't be traded beforehand? Ridiculous.
I didn't see the Kawhi stuff because somebody just.
Well,
So,
the
The
investigation
trade
is not
can't go through
finalized.
until the investigation is finished.
The Clippers are
Trade
alleging that
can't
they
see
just
trade.
heard
Which I wanted
that there
to.
might be. Go ahead,
Which
Joe.
I wanted to.
well,
put
no,
something on you
wait.
guys.
It can go through, Mars. They can't
Oh.
they can't push it through. But if they do, Toronto has to
Toronto
take
the liability.
Yeah.
Hey, but
Which
but
I wanted
why
to
the
ask you
fuck
guys a
are
question.
we? Yeah, but why the fuck are we like? The NBA gonna make this shit go through. They just gonna say we did a thorough investigation and we found it was nothing, blah blah blah, or whatever the case it may be. And if it don't, the fact that we are holding up free agency and holding up a business based on the motherfucking name Pablo Torres, that's the biggest disgrace.
Are we holding up free
And that-
agency because of that? Because
No,
Pablo
not because of
Torres.
Pablo
man.
Torres.
Because
Oh, yeah,
Pablo
it is.
Torres.
Yeah,
but
it
wait a minute,
is.
Drench. I don't think that's
Snitch
fair
ass
because what he
bitch.
did was he opened up a can of worms.
Republican.
He wanted
Yo,
to
Ox
sit
is
and
crazy.
do
So
it.
it's because of him then.
But even still, he still opened up a can of worms. And this
Do
is something
we
that
want to
needs
have
be
an
investigated.
actual discussion about this, or we want to
Let's
just
do
go
that.
on like tangents?
100%.
Yeah, let's have
Because
an actual discussion. He
opened
did
up
some
a-
shit that
So
nobody else
the
did.
Clippers self-acknowledged they at the worst at best on their end. They were duplicitous in a fraud scheme. They got caught in a fraud scheme.
Can I
because
get a
they didn't do
synonym for
their homework.
duplicitous, Swiper?
Well,
Yeah, of course.
because it just basically they did not. They found themselves in a situation where they are they're saying we didn't know that aspirations. This was a fraudulent enterprise, and that we were getting in bed with a fraudulent
I
company.
don't buy that at all.
So
Right.
in this instance, Chill to the
I don't know
same.
why you wouldn't buy that though, Chill. I mean, that happens.
No, because the issue
Very
is
possible.
Drench,
because it's the court of public opinion.
No,
Drench,
no,
and the
no,
fir- and
no,
the fir-
that's
the first
okay.
the first
No,
the first
no,
thing
I'll
they
fin-
hear
I'll finish
the
the
first thing they
soliloquy.
hear
I'll
the first thing
finish
they
it.
hear, Drench,
I'll
is they're gonna be like, oh my god, it must be true. I
I'll finish
want
it
Kawhi
and
to be
then
a
I'll
fraud,
do
so
it
that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
what
that's
finish it.
what's
That's
happening.
what you're saying, Swipe.
So
That's
anyway,
That's what's happening, Drench.
Sure, you're right.
I already finished.
So some of it-
I interjected and got my shit off.
No, it sucked. It
You're
just
not.
ruined
You're not.
the
You're
conversation.
not.
But make your point, as you were saying, Swiper.
Wait, the internet went out. My bad.
No, we good.
Cut,
We're back.
All right, cut off box.
We're back.
Sure,
Weak
sure,
ass
shut up
internet.
right before that.
Yeah.
But some of this is
weak ass internet.
Ox is very in his feelings about this because he's a Kawhi Leonard fan, obviously.
He is a
But the
little
other
bit.
side of this is organizations typically, when it comes to tens of millions of dollars, which is this was a tens of millions of dollar deal. They had with aspirations for rights to merchandise and rights to the players. Typically, you have vetted that thoroughly, and there is no getting caught in fraud, especially with somebody like Steve Ballmer. I'll finish it, and then you can get in.
It's true.
No,
Drench.
that is.
No, that is
Because
not
the
true.
same thing
Anybody can
happened
get
with
caught in
Denver,
a fraud
to
situation.
Denver,
Like anybody
Do
can.
y'all want the information, or do
Please,
you
I
want to
do.
just
That's not no
talk?
information. That's
Please.
just your opinion. That's just your opinion.
No, you're right. This is PC. My bad. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
that
We've heard,
piece is your
yes,
opinion,
this is
for
because
sure.
we've heard this shit so many times already. My thing about this is I don't really care. Like this don't really mean that much to me because whatever team Kawhi go to, I'm going to. So like I don't care. I don't care if he don't go to the Raptors. Like I don't care if he stay with the Clippers. I wouldn't give a shit if he went to Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but my thing is Swiper. No, I'm saying is Swiper is talking about this is the information, and then he go give his opinion about.
Swipe always do that.
Yeah, he's
shit.
like, oh, you don't get caught in the fraud. Like that is literally why the fuck it's called a fraud. A motherfucking fraud and shit. Like that is literally why it's called
Well,
that. Like
objectively,
No,
it's
clear
clear.
up.
When you
It's
do
like,
that,
that's how it
Jordan,
happens.
to be fair, Jordan, when you do business deals, there's a lot of research that goes into that.
yeah, it does, but that's
Yes,
that's
no,
what
so-
an
so-
imposter and a
so-
fraud
so-
does. They
so-
make that shit
so-
look good.
so, Jay, if that
He doesn't know
happens,
when to
if
shut
you
up
get
and let other people talk. So the issue is, Ox
defrauded,
don't like
it might
being
be
interrupted.
But
the day we get to talking about Kawhi, Ox want to get off and jump on. No, bring him back up. Let him be a grown man.
it might be your
grown man.
fault.
Be a
You know what
grown
I'm
man
saying?
and let people get off their point, and then you can retort. The issue is you don't even have the information to retort on. You just talking. That's what I'm telling you right now.
But
You don't.
we've done this for months already.
The audience doesn't know. Jay just said he doesn't know. Did he
What do you
say
mean the audience doesn't know? The audience have heard you yell about this shit 10 times.
Jay just said he doesn't know and wanted back.
No, Jay didn't know about the Toronto Clippers thing. That's
So
what
I
he's
was
talking
giving him
about.
the information and you talking constantly. So hop off the mic,
God.
go sit down and get in the corner
Hurry,
somewhere.
Swiper, hurry
Use
up.
your
Nigga.
time.
We already heard this
I'll
shit.
pass you the ball in a
You're
minute.
talking about some.
I'll pass you the ball in a minute. I'll
Just
pass you
get
the ball.
through
I
it.
promise. I'll pass you the ball in a minute. You can speak as much as you want.
So make sure you speak objectively and not subjectively.
Just
I'm
hurry up.
explaining
Get through
in this
this shit.
situation
As you were saying,
because
Swiper.
there's two fans up here, and Drench believes he knows what's happening. I'm giving you're giving your opinion literally right now. Literally right now, I don't give mine. So you just talk. So what
I
I'm
know
saying is,
objectively, Swiper,
on this
objectively,
because
right.
Teams have to bet multi-million-dollar investment. This typically does not happen. You name me, since Drench wants to talk so much. Let me know the last time that a team has been caught in a fraud scheme in recent memory and having a multi-million-dollar organization invest inside of their organization and also have access to the player. When's the last time this happened?
Well,
Drench?
swipe it. If you want to put it, just
No. Answer the
Swiper,
question.
can I finish what the fuck
No,
I'm about to say?
no,
You
answer
don't
the
even know what
question
I'm about to
directly.
say. You don't
Answer
even
the
know what I'm
question
about to
directly.
say. If you shut
Answer the
up, I
question
can tell you what
directly.
I'm about to say.
No,
Just shut
answer the
up.
question directly. When's the last time?
Just shut up so I can answer.
Wait, Jay, do you know
Just shut
about
up
the
so I can
Clippers
answer.
situation, or are you asking?
I'm aware of the Clippers situation. I didn't know the trade
thank
was
you.
held
That's
up.
what I was trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
Ox, hold on.
Wait.
Go ahead. Let me hear this.
But Drench, Jay already knows about this, and that's what I was trying to say. Sorry, but we've heard you ramble and yap about Pablo.
it doesn't matter. Go ahead, Drench.
No.
It's your turn. Answer the
No.
question.
It's
Answer
no.
the question, Drench. It's your
Because you're
turn.
not
Go ahead.
running shit over here,
Go ahead.
Sniper. So once again, I
Wait,
want to be clear.
No.
I want to be clear
how
about
am I
that.
interrogating?
So,
I'm
just
trying to answer the question.
Just be a
And
grown
then
man and
these
shut.
two
Just be
buffoons.
just be a grown man like you
Are
said.
doing all that other stuff. So do you, Drench? Answer the question.
Jay, like,
I heard your
Mute
question.
doesn't
Let me
work.
answer it.
Muting doesn't work.
but like
Stop muting,
Jay-
Jill.
I
But
heard
like
your
Jay-
question.
but like
Let me
Jay-
It's
answer
gonna
it.
work.
like
It doesn't
Jay
need to work.
said-
You don't need to mute me. I'm the one
but
who
like,
muted.
wait,
Drench, answer
Swiper,
the
we
question.
get it. But like
One at
Jay
a time,
said,
guys. One at a time.
like Jay
You got the
said,
floor, Ox. You got the floor.
Jay said, he already, and this
Okay,
is my
cool.
only point.
Fine, we heard you.
Hold on,
Yo,
Swiper,
Swiper, shut up, nigga. Damn.
Go
This
ahead,
is what you.
Drench.
This is what you keep
do,
doing,
literally.
bro. No, this is
saying.
not what I
Go ahead,
do.
Ox. As
This
you
is
were
what
saying,
you've done. All of this. What I'm trying to say, once again, Jay, is you already knew about the Clipper situation.
I was up here when
Right?
we broke the news. I was here.
Right. Okay.
For
So
sure.
that's the only thing I was trying to say. Swiper wants to suck Pablo Torres so fucking bad that he has to go into that because we brought up Pablo. Oh my God, don't disrespect my boyfriend. Like, calm down, bro. Calm down.
You gotta wait like 10 minutes to bring
You already understood that. We were simply talking about how the trade got held up. That's it.
Right. That I didn't know about. I didn't know that.
That's
part.
it. Like all the other shit, all the other shit is shit that we've discussed.
But
go ahead.
You already know about
my
it.
thing
But you
about
already know
Swiper was when I'm answering his question, like he's laying out the shit and saying it's no way that you didn't do this and do that. And since he asked the question, when's the last time an NBA team has dealt with some fraud or shit like that? Maybe not an NBA team, but in general, in other businesses and multi-billion-dollar businesses that has the same vetters as NBA a lot of times, they use the same shit.
Right.
Fraud happens. Like
does
that's why
happen,
that is literally why it's called fraud.
Sure, 100%.
Like people do this all the time. Schemes happen all the time, and people are really good at it.
Yeah,
so to say that it's no way, it is a way. Now what? Now am I saying that the Clippers did not know? We don't know. Really, we don't know. We only got their word for it. Do they look guilty to some people? Yeah, but like Ox said, it's not the court of public opinion. That's not the thing. You can't prove like by saying because it hasn't happened in the NBA. Like yeah, but business is business. The NBA is not the only business. Like this shit has happened a lot. I was just looking at the young dude that just went to jail for PBD. That nigga did the same fraud shit. Like that shit happens a lot. It's not far-fetched to say it should happen.
What I don't want to do though, Ox, is I don't want to get thrown off the track here. We all, like to your point, we know what the evidence is, right? We know what the evidence is, and we've actually went through this with a fine-tooth comb. We saw what Pablo came up with. We saw what Ballmer had to say about this. We've heard all of this. My question to the panel, what is the maximum punishment do you think that the Toronto Raptors could get? Now, before you answer that question, let me lay out some stuff for you. This is about Kawhi Leonard. This isn't just about Kawhi Leonard. This is about Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers, right? And the Clippers, whether they got involved in something which was fraudulent or not, you guys did do this. So we're not going to be able to just look the other way. Now, Kawhi Leonard, on the other hand, Ox, I've never had any issues. I've never been in any trouble. I've never gotten thrown out of games. I don't have anything like this on my resume. And I say that to say that with this being my first offense, what kind of punishment would I be looking at? And if I'm looking at this punishment, would the Toronto Raptors say we can endure that?
Hey, chill. I will say this though. And to kind of go back and then come back to your question. The last time the NBA did some fraud shit was that referee shit, by the way. Since Fiber wasn't talking, that was for sure some fraud shit on that referee shit, by the way.
And it's a lot of fraud shit still going on in the NBA.
Oh, 100%.
Because of all the gambling and all that type of shit. You know what? Chill. Tanking should be considered fraud, but it should absolutely it should be considered fraud.
I really don't hate that.
But
I don't.
The thing
that's not legit. That's what you're doing.
Right. The thing about it though, Chill, is so Drench, I agree with your point that if you can get defrauded. My only thing with that is it's your responsibility to not get defrauded.
I agree.
So yes, it happens, but whatever punishment comes, you have to accept it. If you didn't, to Swiper's point, you're supposed to vet. You're supposed to vet these companies and whatnot. So if you don't properly vet and take care of your business, then you're absolutely you absolutely have to accept that punishment.
Absolutely.
My thing, Chill, is
I don't know if that means you're complicit, though, Ox. I don't know if that means you're complicit just because you didn't.
Right. No. But you have to be held. You have to be held accountable.
I agree.
You can't. I don't think you should be able to get those charges like federally or whatever the charges bro is facing, because he's locked up for 14, 13 years. So no, you're not complicit with the fraud, but you are complicit with whatever that happens to the NBA, to your players, whatever. You have to accept that punishment. It's just like, like with college coaches, if I'm the head coach and my second assistant does some faulty shit, I'm fired.
Yeah. That just happened at the school in California. What is the shit in the little country town in California where the coach got fired with an assistant coach?
I want to say Davis, California Davis.
Not California
UC Davis
or Humboldt. It was either UC Davis or Humboldt. One of them two.
No. That's in the country. It's in a little country part of California where the assistant coach was doing that pimping shit. Because I trained one of the players that went there.
I don't know, but the thing.
Damn, they like blue. They like blue. Chill.
I don't know what part of California are they in.
It's like right past. It's not Fresno. It's like
Merced, Stanislaus.
No, it's a Division I team too. They like blue. They fucking blue. I
don't know. But the thing. So the thing where I was going with that is the NBA. The NBA should have stepped in long before it got to this point. Because I think this
Cal State Bakersfield.
Bakersfield. Okay.
Yeah, Bakersfield.
Yeah. So this is unfair to the Raptors more than anything. And so that's what I'm saying. Like this isn't fair to the Raptors because like now we've already traded Brandon Ingram. What do you expect? It's just to take BI back and y'all know how that goes. Sometimes it just doesn't work out after we try to trade the guy, all that. You know how that goes. Yeah. And then it's like, but if we accept Kawhi, if y'all try to give him. Well, if you give Kawhi a 20-game suspension, shit, that's really not that bad. Actually, I'll be like, that's cool. We was gonna sit him anyway. But you know what I'm saying? So it's just I just think it's really, really just not fair to the Raptors.
But I agree with that, Ox. But somebody this was my point too when I was brought up the whole thing about the Pablo holding the thing up is why did the NBA even let them initiate that trade then? Why? Yeah, like that. But that was really why I brought up the Pablo shit, because it's like we really doing this shit and having issues because of something that Pablo brought up, that brought to everybody's attention, really. And quite frankly,
the NBA is not aware of the trade until it's about to get pushed through. So they probably
and to be honest,
they'd be aware of it. They can't really.
The reason why they let the trade go through is because there is an understanding from Toronto. Like they didn't do this with Toronto.
I would assume. I was just about to say that.
They 100%. Toronto 100% accepts whatever responsibility is going to come with this. So if Kawhi Leonard ends up getting 10 games, Kawhi Leonard ends up getting 50 games, they know that this could be a possibility. But we're willing to take that chance. But I also
if they push it through, Chill. If they push it through,
yes. But I also think that they're banking on the side. I think that Toronto is banking on the side of less than that. I'll give you an example. When Kobe Bryant ended up with the charge that he ended up with, Nike signed him to that extent. Then Nike signed him to that deal. They signed him to that deal, even though the case wasn't over, because they had made it. They had
wait. Chill. That's what. Look. This is the thing I was about to say, because Penn just put it in there. That's the guy that's in the on the leads the board is with Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's so it's
board
like
of governors in the NBA, like he's on the Toronto Raptors staff. So he's doing this under the impression that whatever comes with these consequences, we're gonna have to deal with them. So we already know that.
I would guess I don't know, but
there's no way I'm making that deal otherwise.
And that's what I said, because the NBA, like even and I'm just bringing up Pablo, but the NBA probably already knew about the whole fraud shit with the Clippers before Pablo brought that shit up. It's not like the NBA is never blind about shit. Like
I don't think they knew as much as Pablo put out.
Yeah,
I do think that they had an idea.
Or if they did know, Chill, they wasn't gonna bring it up until because what would be the reason to bring it up if the public doesn't know? You know what I mean? Like the NBA is not about to come out and surprise the public with some shit that nobody had whiff of. You know what I mean? Like they know, but it's like
Basically, what Drench saying is that shit ain't none of y'all business.
for sure. And that's how they
saying.
like NBA knows about damn near everything, bro. Like from knowing like 4 guys who went through like the NBA vetting and shit. Like the NBA vet a lot of shit, and they do let shit go too though. But they vet damn near everything. So
a prime
shit
example,
come through the weeds though. So
absolutely. And a prime example, Ox, to your point, Roger Goodell. So remember when that Ray Rice thing happened?
Yeah.
So when that Ray Rice thing happened, Roger Goodell already knew everything before we saw the tape. We was never supposed to see.
He probably saw the tape before everybody.
This shit was supposed to go away. That's what was supposed to happen. Ray was supposed to get 6 games. This shit goes away and everybody's fine. Only except it gets on the news and oh shit. So now this has got to.
That's what they do. Worse. They pay for that shit. They pay to put that shit on the news.
So now it's on the news, and this is now way worse. The NBA knew about what was going on with the Clippers because word got to people in the front office about this thing. Now, they might not have known everything, but I'm pretty confident that they knew some things, and it was going to get handled. Okay, we'll deal with this and keep this right here. Only until Pablo came out and blew the roof off of it, now we got to really get involved.
Now everybody knows. Like, that's
the Drench point where it's like, if y'all keep this shit in the wraps, we don't got to pretend like we care.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like even I'm just saying, Jay, that's the truth. Even with the NFL shit, like, yeah, he should have kept his hands to himself, but we don't really care.
Yeah. If we could keep until
the public see it, and then we gotta.
That's
oh my God, he's a woman beater. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's how business was ran in general. Like from me just knowing, like I know some players who got in trouble in the middle of the night too. And like you would think it's gonna make the news. I swear the NBA knows. They literally have people that like they pay for information pretty much. They have people at the police stations. They have people in the area. They know everything that's going on. It's just if it hits the news or not, then it's like you forcing my hand. If it don't, just like when David Stern went to talk to Carmelo Anthony, you know what I mean? Like about Carmelo Anthony doing some of the shit. He didn't bring that to the public like, yo, Melo out here hanging on the block, like bullshitting. But he like, I'm just letting you know this shit hit my desk. Your ass is grass. I'm gonna tell you that. Like, and that's just how business work. You know what I mean? So Pablo doing that shit is kind of like, all right, you a great reporter, by the way, and that's his job. He reported.
Investigative reporter.
But who put that motherfucking battery in your back, boy? Which one of them motherfuckers gave you that bread to go do what you did? That's what that shit be about for real.
He didn't know any of this. He didn't know any of this before he started digging. He didn't know any of this.
That's all. Who put that shit in your bag?
He starts
Which one of them? Which one of them reached in their briefcase, handed Pablo an envelope, and walked off? And it was, some information on there.
The question that I have for you guys, again, because the Toronto Raptors, I mean, they invested a lot to bring Kawhi Leonard back. Right?
Yeah.
This isn't a situation where Kawhi Leonard, they just bringing him back on a as an old dude like Kyle Lowry to just sign a 1-year deal and retire with us on a farewell tour. No, they're trying to compete, and they're trying to compete at a high level. So what is the punishment? What is the punishment, and what are we looking at that with the Toronto Raptors would go, we good with that?
I think a whole season trade. Well, I really don't even know. I think Toronto might be mad with forfeiting maybe like future draft picks or like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I genuinely don't know because I feel like if it's even a year trade, I feel like that's like, I mean, if they say Kawhi suspended for the whole year, I feel like that might not even like make them pull out of it because
they have to. No, Drench, they have to pull out.
No, I don't think so because if they want to sign Kawhi to a contract extension,
he's gonna be 36.
But they signed him to a contract extension anyway, though.
Right, yeah. But we're signing you to. Yeah, we're signing you to a contract extension. Go ahead, Dre. Go ahead.
No, you can't have Kawhi not play for a year, especially in the position that they're trying to.
Yeah, why not? Because the next year he played, that motherfucker might be cold in a bitch.
Yeah, but Drench, you can. I'm gonna sign you to a contract extension because I need you right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think first of all, Chill. Chill, you ask the question. First of all, it's just unfair to the Raptors.
It is
to have to deal with anything outside of Kawhi Leonard's suspension. So if Kawhi Leonard's suspended for 25, 35 games, okay, I think the Raptors could fade that. Anything else, because if this whole thing, Kawhi's, if once again, if it's a fraud, then that means Kawhi, you're complicit. The Clippers, you're complicit. That means the Clippers.
So we got to take on all of this. So we don't just have to take on the Kawhi Leonard thing. We got to take on the whole thing.
What I'm saying is, I think anything outside of Kawhi Leonard's suspension should be on the Clippers. Voiding draft picks, stuff like that. That's on the Clippers. For the Raptors, it's like if you want this guy, you have to understand. You have to understand that he is going to have to sit out 25, 30 games. So if you're okay with that, that's cool. But Kawhi Leonard has to be punished. Right.
Yeah. So I agree. He definitely got to be punished.
So he's no. I'm not even. I'm just saying it. I'm just saying like from the board or the NBA speaking to Toronto. This is it. Kawhi Leonard has to be punished. If you want Kawhi on your team, you have to understand that he's not going to be able to play 25, 35, whatever games it's going to be. Are you okay with that? Yeah, sure. Now, for the Clippers, you guys are also being punished because Kawhi wasn't in this by himself. Steve Ballmer, you have to be punished. You're going to lose this draft pick, this draft pick, this draft pick. Boom. We're done with it. Let's move on. Let's play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like that's. I don't think the Raptors should have to take on the Clippers' punishment. Is what I'm saying. Like that's crazy.
And I don't think that, to be honest with you, Ox, I don't think that they will because that's not fair. But I will ask you this though: 25 games, is that worse than taking what Kawhi Leonard did? Is that worse than taking steroids? Because that's what DeAndre Ayton got. That's what Paul George got. Like, is this worse than that, or is this on the level of that?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm saying like
that's a crazy comparison. But
what you did was you violated the drug laws that we have in here, right?
Yeah.
The substance laws. Did what Kawhi Leonard did because he was part of this.
Hold on though, chill. As a player, and I'm not coping for Kawhi Leonard because you knew what happened. You took the risk. You get the punishment. But as a player, you put this way in my face of where I can get more motherfucking money and I'm finna be thinking about punishment. Shit, no. Y'all brought it to me. Like, all right, I didn't come up with this magnificent idea.
So you saying he got it's entrapment?
Damn near, like y'all brought this shit. I didn't come up with an idea for me to get an extra 25 million. Y'all brought it to me. I'm not saying now, like Ox said, even with the fraud shit though. Even if that's what happened, you didn't do your moral due diligence to go and vet the situation and say, man, it's it's 25 million don't seem right. Uncle Dennis, this shit ain't seeming right, but I'm gonna turn the blind eye because it's 25 million. Now you accept the consequences that come with that. But if it's the same consequences as a drug, the drug test, chill. So what? It ain't that like.
This is white collar crime. This is white collar. So nah. These niggas just taking drugs and all types of shit. This is white collar. I think this should be about what you think, J 10.
Oh hell nah.
No. I agree with Drench that it should be the same for the drug for violating the drug policy because you know what it is. It's setting a precedent, right? The same way that you cannot have guys coming in and cheating, right? Yeah. Like taking PEDs and cheating is
Correct.
The same way that you have to set the precedent for business and say, listen, your team cannot offer money under the table and do this because that's not fair to the smaller markets who don't have the opportunity to offer these guys the same thing. And it's all about giving the illusion of fairness for teams to be able to sign guys, right? Like to say that the Patriots have the same chance to sign Kawhi as the Clippers or the Knicks or a bigger organization. So it's really important that the NBA keeps this this precedent of like you can't cheat whether it's drugs.
I agree.
But financially, you just can't cheat.
I agree.
But to your point, Jay, but we do have precedent. I mean, the Minnesota Timberwolves tried to circumvent the salary cap. And you saw what happened to them. They ended up getting ruined. I mean, they ended up losing 4-1s, which in Minnesota, as you know, we need our draft picks because we ain't really getting nobody to come up here.
That's what the Clippers should lose, though.
We're not getting nobody to come up here. But with that being
the Clippers
said,
do got to lose that.
I just, in my opinion, I'm having a difficult time with the idea that he wasn't complicit in this. So
Kawhi?
Yeah, I'm having a difficult time with that.
I don't not for me, chill. I don't really have that difficult because it's like at the end of the day, he's not like a Jaylen Brown type of guy. Like, I'm sitting there involved. They came up with a way to get him.
Jordan, stop it, bro.
Some people just said he's not 25.
He's not doing more work. I'm sure.
No, but hold on, Jay, because somebody just said it ain't 25 million. Cool. I don't know if they say it's 40 million. Okay, great. I'm just saying
$40 million on the table when he left Toronto.
Yeah. Okay. So cool. So all I'm saying is Kawhi is just looking for a way to make up the bread that he lost. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whether it was illegal or not illegal, I don't really think he gave a fuck. I don't think he was like, I don't think
Was
they
he
broke
looking
down
for a
for
way-
him that this
Hey,
company
Drench,
is a fraud.
Right there, too.
Hold on, Jake, because I
Keep
don't think
going,
they
keep
broke
going,
down to
Jake.
him that
Keep
this
going.
company is a fraud, Kawhi, this company is a front.
No.
We're going to get you $40 million from this bullshit ass fraud company.
No, that's
I
not the
don't
way
think they
sold
did
it.
that.
That's not.
But
the
that
way
doesn't
they sold
matter,
it.
Jordan, right? If you that's like if I walk up to you and I give you an envelope, yo, Jordan, go put this in the bank, right? And every week I give you an
Yeah.
envelope, 10K, yo, go put this in the bank. I'm not telling you what it is, I'm telling you what it's for.
Yeah, I got
Guess
plausible
what, Jordan?
deniability though.
You're going to fucking jail, buddy. You're going to
No, I
prison.
ain't going to jail.
Not only,
I
is,
got
and,
plausible
and
deniability.
not only is he giving you that envelope with 10 cash in it, you getting 4 of it. So he can't. So he breaking you.
Oh yeah, if
So-
you
so he-
if you get some of the bread,
Yeah. So he
Hold
breaking you
on,
off.
hold on.
something.
Yeah.
It ain't
Oh
like
yeah.
he
No,
just
I'm going to
giving you
jail,
a-
but I ain't going to jail for a long time because at the end of the day, I got plausible
Oh, you know what I'm saying? No
deniability.
doubt about that.
Yeah, I got plausible deniability.
I think where the divide.
I'm
is
actually
with
getting
us-
a plea deal.
Kawhi
Or you- I
don't
mean, I'm
get
definitely getting
plausible
probation.
deniability. Kawhi don't get plausible deniability because as a grown man, you gotta know where your money is coming from. You
No,
can't
but Penn
take-
just
you
said the
can't-
company
no,
was a
no,
real
you can't-
company. That's what I'm saying. The
real
company was
company.
a real
Right, but-
company.
Okay, but the fraud doesn't just come from that as a real company.
That's
cool
what I'm
with that.
saying.
He
If
wasn't
it's a real
doing
company, why does it matter?
Kawhi is not
Paid for
innocent
appearances
in
that
this,
He
bro.
did not appear
I ain't
for.
saying he innocent. He knew that he knew really everybody, because I told y'all I broke the news about people like in the Los Angeles Lakers organization coming up with security analytics bullshit for security guards for Anthony Davis brothers and all of that shit. I said they do that shit all the time. They just do it right, I guess. They find a way to do it right. So Kawhi probably used to this. You know what I mean? He's probably used to this on some level. It's just the Clippers up the ante a little bit. Chill. They up the ante.
Well, that's the thing. So again,
Yeah, shit was all
on record,
crazy.
I'm on record saying this, Jay, that as a basketball player, I am, especially playing in the NBA today. This isn't like it was in the 80s and the 90s. I am an entity, right? I am a business. And
Hell
as
yeah.
a business, it's my job to make money. And if I'm leaving money on the table in one place to come work for you, that money that I'm leaving on the table needs to be made up. Now, to your point, Drench, it wasn't sold to him like that because Kawhi Leonard is a lot smarter than that. So it wasn't sold to him like that. Like, yo, we're going to get you your money on that. No, it was sold to him in a completely different way. We got this company that runs this. You're going to make appearances here.
Yeah.
You're
That
gonna
happens.
make
That
appearances-
happens in LA. But you know this. This happens in LA,
All
in
the
New
time.
York, and Jay. Y'all ass ain't out the picture either. This shit happens in LA and New York
Yeah.
all the time. They always say the amount of money they're gonna make off the court. How the fuck do you know the amount of money they're gonna make off the court? How do they know? How do people know when Jalen Brunson take a pay cut? Yeah, but the amount of money he's gonna make off the court. Yeah, how the fuck do you know though? Because you
Because
told
he's
them.
playing in
That's
the
why.
business capital of the world. That's
No,
why.
motherfucker,
It's-
you
it's
told
easy to
them what
talk
you
business.
told them to holler at your boy, Jay. You know what that shit is.
Don't
Hey,
try to indict us.
hey, this is what they said. Jalen Brunson, take a pay cut. And then them owners get on that phone. Hey, yo, holler at your boy. I need a favor. And now all of a sudden, the money he's gonna make off the court. Doing what? What the fuck
Well,
is he doing off the court?
I never really subscribed to that logic of the whole, the endorsements. Because first of all,
Yeah.
let's be clear about one thing, Jay. I'm gonna get that bread anyway. So
Yeah, for
I
sure,
was already
but
gonna get. I was gonna get that. I was gonna get that money.
They in business together, chill.
I was already gonna get that money anyway. So the Nike deal, so the deal with Subway or the deal
Yeah.
with AT&T. When I came to New York, I was getting that. That wasn't something.
I don't know about that one.
Look,
Yeah,
no,
but
I
that was
agree.
something-
Chill, I'm not
I was getting that.
No, I
Especially
agree,
considering-
but I'm saying even still, those you mean to tell me all of the billionaires and all the people that make money in the city of New York, they don't get together and see what this player could do for not only just the city of New York economy, of course, but they gonna talk about what they can give him and what's on the table. If this is my homeboy at AT&T, if I'm Balmer and my homeboy owns AT&T, and I'm saying, hey, we can get, Jalen Brunson to New York or whatever the case, but he has to take a pay cut. And I got all of these other motherfuckers that I know. Of course, I'm gonna get on the phone. Hey, yo, chill. This happened with us. Like, come on now. This happens like in a sense, like period. Like that's just how it go. Chill. I know a deal you did. Chill. I know a deal you did. And I'm not even gonna say what it is. But the nigga told me, hey, we just talked to Chill. That's what he said. We just talked to Chill. He's a great guy, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this stuff happens all the time. It's just the way the Clippers did it. And the way they would have gotten away with it had that company not just committed fraud or whatever they did, whatever the case it may be, it would have nobody would have cared. That's what I'm saying. It's just the fact that the company committed fraud and it exposed the whole damn thing. That's all I'm saying.
I think the way that they presented it, because again, Kawhi Leonard, I think, is a very smart individual. He doesn't really strike me as somebody that's slow. Do not let the fact that he's quiet fool you in the logic that he's slow. No, I don't think that.
No, not at all.
I think that he's a very smart individual, and I think that the way that they sold it to him, that bread, on top of you being able to come home, that bread that was left on the table, we're gonna get that back for you. In addition to the endorsements that you're already going to make. So the stuff with New Balance, that's already on the table. The stuff with the commercial he did with Arnold Schwarzenegger, like the food stuff, like that stuff is already there. You're going to, that's extra dough. The dough that you left on the table, we're going to get that back for you. And the way we're going to get that back is X, Y, and Z. And we're going to present it to him in a way where it doesn't look shady. Because let's be clear about one thing, and I know a lot of you guys in the chat don't know this. A lot of guys have deals where we used to do this. We used to do this in college where, we got jobs where I ain't really got to show up to the job.
For sure. Absolutely.
I don't even got to show up to the job. It just looks good on paper, and I get paid for it. And even if I do show up one day, I ain't doing shit when I'm there. So it's not like I'm actually working. I say that to say with Kawhi Leonard, all of this stuff now leads to the Toronto Raptors going, we spent a lot for this guy. With us spending a lot, the amount of draft picks or the amount of money or the amount of games, is it worth it for us to say we're still going to do the deal? Yeah, I do. I think that because on the high end, Jay, let's say he gets 15 games. That's a month. And if I'm Toronto, shit, I'm comfortable with Kawhi Leonard sitting out a month.
High end. That's on the motherfucking low end right there.
Okay, so I don't think to be honest with you, I don't think it goes past 25 games.
I don't think so either, because I agree with Jay. Like, I think the precedent has to be set. Like, if you cheating, we gonna give you a 25.
That's a month and a half. Who not doing that?
Them 25 games could be hell, though. To be fair, it could be hell.
It depends on when they give it to him, right? Because what they give it to him, like towards April.
No, and here's the difference. Here's the difference, and I'm glad you brought that up, Jay. Be clear about one thing. Don't think that you're going to railroad me. This is why we got a union. Because I don't know if you remember this, but David Stern, when the Malice in the Palace happened, he tried to suspend Jermaine O'Neal for the entire year. When Jermaine O'Neal was the one that was attacked on the floor. And because he punched dude in the face who attacked him. He tried to get suspended for the whole year.
Suspended Ron Artest for that shit.
No, I'm talking about Jermaine O'Neal. He tried to suspend him for the whole year, and it didn't happen. He was like, nah, we ain't doing that. Nope, The union stepped in and said, nope, you're not doing that. So the same logic could be applied to a Kawhi Leonard. I pay a lot of money to be in the union. And the NBA can't just
union is always gonna fight.
The NBA can't just slap a penalty on you and then that's it. No,
my bad.
The union has to step in and go, the union has to step in and go, okay, this is a fair sentence, or no, we can get them 25 games reduced to 15 games.
And chill. I think we just all having a conversation regardless. I think they argue it from the points that all of us are making. I think both of the arguments go down the same exact way. Like,
sure.
You know what I mean? Like, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. This is the overall gist of the whole thing. Shit happens. And that's why I agree with you that the union is going to try to not let that shit be more than 25 games. Now, the commissioner is going to have to make the final decision and say, it is what it is. And he going to take not David Stern. Adam Silver is going to take the face of the blame regardless. He's going to take whatever that comes with it. But at the end of the day, this shit happens a lot, chill, in every major company where an influencer is the drive of the business. And that's basketball. Like, the influencers are the drive of the business. The basketball players are the influencers. So if you put your face on something, chill, just like you said in college, they'll have dumbass jobs for you to go to college. I mean, in college, like, you don't even really got to show up. Motherfucker, just say some bullshit. It's your camp, and then you get $750,000. But this is the LeBron.com camp. And everybody show up because they put LeBron.com on there. And then LeBron gets $750,000. And all he did was come in and say, hey. You know what I mean? So, like, that's
all the businesses out there. Don't that sound good? I get $750. Y'all get to put LeBron.com on your camp. Let's run that up.
That shit happens all the time. I see it happen at college camps all the time. Like, I coach at the Rice camp. The head coach might have been there for 30 minutes. like literally 30 minutes. And I'm counting. Look, I was pocket watching back then. I'm counting that shit. This nigga doing like 4-5 sessions of them camps. He easily clearing over like 750,000 for the summer chill. Easily clearing. And he's there 30 minutes. You know what I mean? And it's like shit happens. The Clippers just sloppy business and shit. You know what happens like the mob. You get sloppy business, you get whacked. Everything is all good until you get caught. And
but Drench though, don't you think this is a little too much?
Yeah,
just all together. For Kawhi Lemon, all of this for a dude who was gonna play 40% of the games. No, I'm on that. All of this for a dude who's gonna play 40% of the games, win you 2 playoff series.
Yeah,
it was just a little too much in hindsight. Obviously, I know he's coming fresh off Toronto. I agree,
but I think people are kind of like misinterpreting what's going on. Like Penn said earlier, the company was a real company. Them going out of business is not related to what's going on with Kawhi. Like that's really not related. So I think
you don't think it has anything to do with it. You don't think it affects sales. You don't think it affects reputation.
Because if you would have played 60% of them games, 60% more, they would have been able to get their money.
Yeah, but yeah, from what I'm understanding, from what I understood is like Ballmer pretty much like he was already using them, whatever the case it may be, and he just was paying them under the table or not under the table, whatever the case it may be. He says he paid them legitimately to do some business, and then they're alleging that that's not legitimately why you paid them because it was going to Kawhi Leonard transaction. So that's where the gray area will come in court. Whether we sit up here and say, nah, you know goddamn well what you was doing, that don't really matter. You know what I mean? In a court of black and white, that doesn't really matter. So I do agree a little bit. Like it went too far, Ron. Like $40 million, that shit is a little bit too far.
And also, if I'm Toronto,
extra 6 M's, that motherfucker is 40.
Yeah, if I'm Toronto, I'm probably gonna wash my hands from this too.
Toronto shit though.
They're in a tough spot now because they already pushed Brandon Ingram out the door. So now, you know what I'm saying? Now you bring Brandon Ingram back.
What kind of punishment you think? What kind of punishment you think this is going to come down in your estimation? Like if you had to guess off the top of your head, what kind of games do you think Leonard is looking at?
Honestly, chill. I can't really put a thumb on it. Drench said 25. I think Penn was saying 25. I'm gonna just go with that because I would think that.
So let's just say for the sake of argument, that's true. That's a month and a half. You wouldn't do that for Kawhi Leonard?
If I was them, I would do it for a year. I said I'd do it for a year for real. I assume
I'm not going that far.
For a year?
You're gonna have to go that far. This is why I said you have to go that far because you pushed out Brandon Ingram. You pushed out all of these players. That's not gonna be an easy like scale over if they reach.
What I don't want to do though, Drench, I don't want to waste a year.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not wasting a year of Brandon Ingram of Scotty
you're gonna
Barnes.
waste
I'm not wasting a year of any of these guys. No.
But look at it from perspective. I feel like you're gonna waste it anyway if you bring the trade back and Brandon Ingram is sour about it or he doesn't.
We're not bringing the trade back. We're not going to do that. No, we're going to.
So what would happen if Kawhi if they don't assume the responsibility?
So that's what I'm saying. Like a whole year. Like if I'm looking at a whole year, like that's something completely different. And with Brandon Ingram having to come back, I mean, he got traded for Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard better than him. Get over it.
Yeah, they don't think about it like that, though. Brandon Ingram, when he got to Toronto, he was saying, like, like this, I like Toronto. I like being here. Also, they were having issues with Brandon Ingram in the playoffs, too, from what his role was and stuff like that. So you add that and you compile, like, shit, they really didn't want your ass, B.I. Yeah. They will have to look for another trade partner for Brandon Ingram. And I just think it's in perspective wise, it would be the same shit, to be honest. Like you're going to waste a year regardless because your plan didn't happen. And it's very hard to divert a plan like this in the middle of it in the NBA dealing with egos and different players and shit. Chill. I would be willing. If I was the Raptors, I'd be willing to just wait a year. I'm going to get Super Kawhi back because Kawhi getting some time off healthy. You know what I mean? He going into
she's going to be 37, 36.
Man, y'all know I don't give a shit about that 37, 36 shit.
I do.
Motherfuckers be playing. Kawhi at 36, 37 still going to be one of the best players in the NBA. Regardless. And he's going to be healthy.
Yeah, and he's going to be healthy. You don't know that with Kawhi. You absolutely
You're
don't know
right.
that
You're
Kawhi.
right. But it's just I'm willing to bet on that. Just like the Raptors willing to bet on whatever punishment the league is going to get down. But they probably already have an idea though. They most likely have an idea what kind of punishment he's going to have.
And obviously, we're shooting in the dark. We don't have an idea. We're assuming it could be up to a year, could be 25 games, could be more than that. I don't know. My thing is, based on the way it was phrased, the Raptors have to take any punishment that comes along with it. I don't like the way that's phrased.
I don't like the way that's phrased because they should only be responsible for Kawhi.
Like my thing is, any punishment, like that could be any punishment. It could be disgusting. And my thing is, I'm not finna take the blame for what y'all had going on down there in LA. And on top of that, you left us and ran your ass to LA. Nah, go back to LA and deal with your consequences. Hey,
I think
that like a man. Don't bring that up here.
If anything happened to his contract, like if it got voided or a year got cut off or he got 25 games, they're saying that is not going to change whether he's on the Clippers or the Raptors. The Raptors aren't going to get the Clippers punishment. The Clippers will still get punished. What they should probably get punished. I don't know, 10 draft picks, because this is
shit.
This is
God damn.
murder. This is
That's a death. Wait. See, this kind of shit right here is overreacting.
This is
Team is crazy.
What are you doing, man?
Sell the team. They're going to force Ballmer to sell the team. They're going to force his ass to sell the team.
exactly
A decade of draft picks?
This is maybe 10 is too much, but like this is the
You
worst
wrecked
thing
them.
you can do. You can't do it. The only other worst thing you can do in the NBA is paying off a ref. Like you're cheating the entire building blocks.
All we did was circumvent the cap. That's what we did. We circumvented the cap.
Now that's not all we did. I mean, all we did is a little crazy
cap is
chill.
what
That's a
builds
little
up.
cheat. It happens a lot, but it don't happen on that scale. It
Not
don't
like
happen on
that.
that scale.
No.
Let me make sure I'm
Joe
understanding
Smith
this. Kawhi Leonard signs a deal. How much was the deal for? Like $30 million, an endorsement deal. And Steve Ballmer, I mean, you guys can straighten me out with this. I think he invested in the company like $50 million, which is like $10 million, which is $10 million more than what Kawhi left on the table. That's not a coincidence.
But it's
That's
also
not.
the other thing is we also don't know about the other things that could be like paying someone under the table is the capital sin of NBA capital.
And it happens all the time. It happens
it's
all
not
the
like
time.
Definitely happens all the time for sure.
Yes, it
Not
does.
like
it happens.
It'll
all the
happen.
time.
Just because it happens all the time, hey,
That doesn't mean it's right. I'm not saying that it's not right. I'm not saying that it's wrong.
People get robbed all the time, but that doesn't mean that if you catch somebody robbing somebody,
That's what I was about to
we
say.
just
What
gonna
if
let you
you
talk
caught
because
you on you?
Somebody
Hey,
robbing
dude,
somebody, and if you catch me robbing somebody, and I never robbed somebody ever, I shouldn't go to jail for the rest of my life for that shit.
But this isn't
Well,
that.
it depends on-
the same thing. Like
it depends on
this
the
is-
extent of the robbery.
Okay,
This-
Mars, I
this
didn't hold
doesn't
you up
have,
with a
like-
knife. I didn't put a 9mm to your head and go.
Then how you
run
robbed me?
everything.
You just like give me your stuff and I just
Yes,
That's
it's
a
called
robbery,
strong-arm
Mars.
robbery, Mars. I
No,
can
no,
grab
no,
you by
you
your
just
shirt.
abuse
No,
it.
that's not armed robbery. That's not armed robbery. That's not armed robbery.
Someone walk up to you and say, "Give me your stuff." You just give it to them. You ain't even get robbed.
Yeah, you did.
At that point,
But
at that point,
But
you complied.
the-
At that point,
the
you
point
get robbed.
the point is this sort of cap circumvention doesn't happen anywhere. Paying someone $30 million under the table,
40.
that
All
doesn't
the
happen.
time. Yes, it does.
Not like
It
that-
might
Not
it
that
will
much
happen-
money, Kill. Not that much money.
It might not happen in the
30
NBA, but it happens
but
all the time.
like it's not going to be paying under the table. The cap circumvention is more the okay. If you sign this 1+1, then when we have bird rights next year, we'll give you a longer contract. That's more the Joe Smith things. What happened with Joe Smith is there was an email about it, so there was like concrete evidence.
Yeah.
But it happens a lot
We
more
got the
like
same shit here.
understood.
OJ, I mean, what the hell's the difference here? Like, okay, we got a bloody shoe. OJ, you wear size 12 shoe.
This
We got
is
the
this
gloves
is
here.
you
I mean,
suicide bomb a school and someone else like hit a pedestrian.
no.
That's the difference.
Mm-mm.
This is like terrorism compared to Joe Smith.
No. Mm-mm. Oh,
It's-
again,
Jesus Christ.
Again, Kawhi Leonard, in my opinion, and that's what we paid to do every day, Ron, when we come up here. We're paid to give our opinions on subjects. And in my opinion, he was complicit.
Y'all
He
get
knew
paid?
about this.
The hell?
And the reason and,
That's what I was saying.
And the reason why
Ron been paid me more than
the reason why, and
See,
Like I was
hey,
saying.
hey, Jay, I was circumventing the payments.
circumventing the cap. Okay,
Yeah.
that's how Ron lose the best.
What you
on
think?
purpose,
What
not
you think this
paying.
is?
Respect. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Ron.
he
Go
knew
ahead,
he
Gil,
knew
since
he
you
knew
get
about
paid to
he
talk.
knew about this whole thing. He was complicit in it. He complied with it, like I just said, and that makes him a co-conspirator.
Yeah.
That 100%
And the
makes him a
main
co-conspirator.
conspirator is Ballmer.
So okay, so with that being said, I took some money that I was promised on another end, and the way it was presented to me, I didn't know how wrong it was, but it sounded like a good deal. So I said yes. Absolutely.
you-
I'm
Hey,
gonna do it.
Drago, didn't you say that Ballmer has a case against Aspirations?
Yeah, he has a
So he cleaning up
has a
his name,
separate fraud
basically.
case against
So he cleaning it up
Dude.
then. So he
He knew the
cleaning it up.
dude. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this in the dog shit. He knew the dude.
Yeah,
Who's
he
running
got-
the place?
my-
He knew
my
him.
point- My point
$50
is-
million. I'm not writing a check to somebody for $50 million. He knew the dude.
Yeah.
Well, shit, he got a case
Yes.
against him now, chill.
Yes, my point is the $30 million. I am talking about what the Clippers did. Right now, it seems like you're talking about what Kawhi did. Like he knew. I'm talking about the
I'm
Clippers.
talking about Ballmer, the company Aspirations. He knew the dude.
Ballmer and the Clippers. Ballmer
Yeah.
and the Clippers paid Kawhi, if we assume this is correct, $30 million under the table.
Through Aspirations. That's where the
Yeah.
dough went. Mhm.
And that is so completely illegal in NBA rules that it's
Absolutely,
insane.
It's 100% it is.
It is, and it does. I think
agree on
people
that.
think
Yeah,
this like
100%.
Giannis is not getting paid $10 million under the table. Like LeBron is not like that's not happening. If you listen to these,
I mean,
like,
it's not under the table. It's right in the middle of the table. It's like right in the middle of that motherfucker. It's just going right through your eyes, and
but,
you'll
like,
see
if
it.
you listen, like there's some retired NBA front offices and owners that's come out and said, like when we owned it, this was not happening. Like, and if you don't punish the Clippers, like bring
That's
the
why
hammer.
you ain't $100 billion up like Steve Ballmer is. That's why I did
Exactly. But like,
Steve
but it's
Ballmer
also
know how to
here's the
sidestep
other
landmine
thing. In
That's how you
theory,
get $100 billion up.
the Nuggets could just pay, let's say, Peyton Watson under the table because that doesn't count against the salary tax. So they save tax money by giving Peyton Watson 4 years a minimum deal, but just giving him $20 million a year under the table.
I guess it
because
would be
they're not
worth
paying
it for
tax
Ballmer.
on
Like,
it.
why not just pay the tax then if you're gonna just do that shit?
No, but like if you no, because it'll save the Nuggets money. It's better for the Nuggets to just give him $20 million under the table.
Yeah,
and
of
it's
course.
the same
of
for
course.
Peyton Watson.
I mean, I guess I totally guess. I think the NBA got some cleaning up to do. I know we can move on from the segment, but like the NBA got some cleaning up to do as far as what is allowed under the tax problem, the aprons, and all of this other shit. But at the same time, the Raptors should only take on whatever Kawhi takes on, for real.
I will say one final thing before we move on. This is going. I don't know why this is so slow. Like, why has
Yeah,
this not,
exactly.
we not gotten a resolution yet?
Word.
Like, we're a year into this, and
Yeah.
like we have a trade that's hold up because of all of this.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't get that either.
I saw someone say that the investigation into JFK's murder took 10 months, and this is taking 11 months. So
I mean, for JFK murder,
are you
it's
trying to say this is
been
more
taking, like,
important?
30 years, but
Drago?
apparently,
Okay, Drago. Respect.
Yeah, all I know is this is a whole lot for a lemon. That's all I know. But hey,
Kawhi's not a lemon, bro.
Yes, he
Be
is.
serious.
sometimes he is, sometimes
He is not a lemon, bro.
how are you? Oh, so he's half lemon, half.
2024, you want
Affirmation.
motherfucker,
Yes.
a Long Island, Ron.
24.
That motherfucker Arnold Palmer. That's what it is.
Kawhi Leonard is a lemon drop. That's what that is.
Nah, that's what them
That's so
girls be getting
disrespectful
in.
to say.
Come in that one little cute
Nah,
cup.
let me
Yeah,
try.
that's
But
Kawhi.
Jay, I think
Yeah,
you're looking at it from a different. I think you're looking at it from a different lens. Jay, he is that car that breaks down regularly, but when that shit running, my God, that shit
That
is
motherfucker got some
fantastic,
horsepower
bro.
in it.
You
He
put
was
that
on
bitch
his
on,
way
put
swipe
that
at,
bitch
Ron.
on the freeway, man. You put that.
Swipe,
Yeah,
Ron,
my
get
man.
swipe ass back up here. His crybaby ass gonna cry and leave. Get his ass back up here.
I mean, I don't.
They in the
I've been
chat
going. I don't know
talking
what
about
happened.
y'all kick Swiper. Swiper left.
Swiper cried and left because
Ron, tell
we-
him that's what he gets paid to do, right? Jordan? Tell him.
we was just talking. He cried and left because we was
L
just
host
talking.
chill. L host chill. All you can do is just doing is talking over each other. So I'm trying to.
Yeah, chill ain't do nothing
I'm trying to circumvent that. Like we can't hear a whole bunch of people talking at one time. Okay, Ox, you go. Okay, Oxide, now that's enough. All right, Jordan, you go. That's what we trying to do.
Just so Swiper ain't supposed to leave all the shit he be doing to people and antagonizing them. And they
Yeah,
gotta
Swiper
stand
got
in
mad
that
and took his
paint
ball
take
home.
them. Hey, Drago, you had to cut your camera off when you do that, boy. We got a chat in here that just say some wild shit, boy.
Hey,
No, but you know-
took your ball home.
You know how like when you ask you know how like when you ask your girl like, hey, how was I don't know, something light. Like what was in the mail? Like, did you check the mail? What was in the mail? And she'd be like, yeah, I was walking to the mailbox, and then I stepped in some mud, and I had to wipe my shoes
Like, what the
off.
fuck
And then
they
when I
gotta do
got
with
to the
the mail?
mailbox, I couldn't find the mail key. I had to go back to the house, get the mail key. Like, what the fuck was in the mail?
That's all I'm
Yeah, that's the
asking.
only thing I'm asking for.
Is
Looking
it?
for a check.
What,
Well, you don't know how mailboxes work because the post that the mailbox is on, the concrete up under there, you have no idea what you're talking about. The concrete up underneath there.
Are you guys talking about Swiper right now?
Yeah, that's how
I just
want to
know. I just want to know what's in the
Swiper
mailbox.
is a very
that's all
detail-oriented
true, and
gentleman.
that's objectively true.
That's all. Objectively, all Jay wanted to know about was Toronto in L.A.
You know, keep using me as a pawn, Ox. I hate you.
Yeah. Y'all doing Swiper
me
dirty.
around
He
this.
just, he's just trying to get y'all
Bring
full
his ass back up
context.
here, all that crime.
Which we were getting to, but like. It just
Oh,
got
you
out of
said
control.
Pablo was Swiper's boyfriend. So what, nigga? I'm talking shit. Big deal, man. Shit. So, nigga,
All
you
right,
soft
so-
too
I'll
then.
stay here.
I'm not gonna let y'all keep doing my friend Swiper like this, so we gonna go ahead and get to these super chats.
Yeah, I wouldn't
You guys
wanna
are some
talk to you
assholes. Swiper, my bad. I had to step off for a second and handle some business. You know, I had to circumvent some of this money we getting on the back end for me and you, Swiper. But anyways,
You better suck him in some of that shit to my Cash App too.
That's I'm
You still owe me $5.
Ox, I just found out niggas getting paid for real.
It's only me,
paid?
Exactly.
Drench, Swiper, and chill. That's
No,
it.
ain't no
And
Drench.
hey, I mean, my bad. Me, Mars, Swiper, and chill, and that's how it's gonna continue. Hey, Drago, you want in on this? I need you to go to I need you to go to Germany and take care of something for me. We'll talk about that after the show, though. Why is he lying? Sent through $20 and said a lot of folks condemned Boston for the trade, but it goes to show how much dudes just don't be paying attention. Boston lives by the three. PG is a way better shooter than JB, and he's a better team defender.
I mean, I said I've been saying this about Boston since they made the trade. It's a good trade for both teams. Like, it's a good fit for both teams. Like, PG is going to fit seamlessly into Boston. Now, if you're expecting him to be Jaylen Brown, I think that's a mistake on your part. Like, it's gone all the days that we think PG is a 28 scorer a night. On some nights he can be a Jaylen Brown level player. On some nights he can do that. But for the most part, he's not going to be that. And it's time for Jason Tatum to make the Boston Celtics some money. It's time for Jason Tatum to be the goddamn face of the Boston Celtics once and for all. Dead
What's
and
he been
gone.
doing?
It's
What's he been
over
doing the
with.
last 10 years? I don't know.
No. It's time for Jason Tatum to Mars and everybody be on his ass about being in them Luka Doncic conversations and SGA conversations. It is time for him to own that. And getting off JB was a money move more than anything. That was a money move more than anything. All this other shit that they writing about him is just stupid. It's a money move more than anything. And at the end of the day, it's time for Jason Tatum to get that magnifying glass and be the guy that they drafted him to. You're a good-looking guy. You got the wave, the little haircut, the light-skin shit going on. All the kids like your shoes, your play style, and shit like that. It is time for JT to do that thing.
Hey, Drench,
He gonna do it.
all that pretty boy shit ain't got nothing to do with whether he's gonna produce on the court or not.
I mean,
the waves in his head and LMA ain't gonna save him. Hey, when Silver Dollar Eyes come out, when they need him the most.
You're right,
I'm just saying, hey, Jaylen Brown was there. Jaylen Brown was there to have his back when the moments got the brightest. Derek White, the old Derek White, was there to have both of their back when things got the brightest.
You're right.
So
Grant Williams
got expensive. The shit just got expensive.
Grant Williams was there. No, it did.
The shit got expensive.
And my
Drew
thing
Holiday.
is, I want to see JT ball. I know I get classified as a JT hater. I actually want to see JT ball. So I mean, we'll see. Chill. I just don't think he's what you think he is. But I want to see him ball though.
But he get a chance to prove it though, Ron. He get a chance to prove that he is what Chill think he is, and it's gonna make the Boston Celtics a lot of money too that they giving away. No,
what does Chill think he is?
How does he not done that?
In a category with Luka.
Better than Luka. No, better than Luka. Better than Luka. No. Luka's not in this conversation.
I'm the one who said he's better than Luka.
Okay, and I can agree. I think he's better than Luka too. I think he's better than Luka too.
I agree with that.
Jason Tatum better than Luka?
Okay, better than Luka, up there with SGA. Chill. Do you think JT is up there with SGA?
I think SGA passed him.
Okay, cool. But I'm saying, do you think?
But for previous, yes, I thought he was better than SGA.
Okay,
yes.
cool. So
To answer
now,
your question,
saw something 2 years ago. Jason Tatum has to prove 2 years ago, right?
no, it's not about chill. It's about the Boston Celtics and that Jaylen Brown situation getting expensive. Like for what Ron was saying, yes, the shit got expensive. So now it's time for JT to live up to that shit so it can all make sense. That's all that I'm saying. And I think Paul George is a perfect fit for what JT has to do. If JT come out and average 31 and he averaged 9 or 10 rebounds a game, maybe 6.5 or 7 assists or whatever.
Hold on, what?
31,
10, and 7. That's what
31, 10, and 7. JT is capable of doing that. JT capable of 31, 10.
Man, come on, man. You see what
Why
I be
not?
talking about? All right.
Why not? Why
Okay,
JT ain't
crazy,
capable?
because if Jason Tatum does it, Ron's going.
Ron, he literally in 23, Ron, he averaged 39 and 5.
That's
Ron,
what I'm saying. Like, why
you
wouldn't he
doing?
be able to do 31, 10, and 7?
What are you doing, Ron? In
All right.
23, he
Hold on,
averaged 39 and 5.
Jordan, to your
I mean,
point,
I
how
think
does
the 10
extra
and 7
rebound
is
and
pretty
assist
much a
now make
guarantee.
him
It's just
something
And
more?
Moss,
I think it's a guarantee too. The 10 and 7 is too. I think it is
answer
too.
your question, Moss, to answer your question, because you asked me a direct question, so I'm giving you a direct answer. Before he tore his Achilles, yes, I did think that.
Okay. You think he's going to get back to his pre-Achilles level, or you think?
I do think that we're going to get back there. Yes, I do think that.
But the
Me too.
31,
I'm
10, and 7 is not crazy though, Ron. Like that. Like
That's
like,
Giannis numbers.
but he has to. But that's what he has to do if they gonna get rid of
Well,
Jaylen
maybe
Brown.
one day you'll realize that Giannis and Jason Tatum, if they're
No,
both
Marcy, you being messy.
maybe
now
you'll
your ass being
realize
messy.
that you didn't even know what I was going to say. So shut up.
But I feel like y'all know what you about to say. You
go
about to be
ahead,
messy.
finish my sentence, Jordan.
You about to say maybe you'll realize that Giannis and Jason Tatum is on the same level. They're the
See,
same level.
exactly the complete opposite statement I was
okay.
about to make.
Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
maybe if they average the exact same numbers, you'll realize that there's more to the game than a box score, Ron.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you surprised me, Marvin. You
If
surprised
see
me.
Giannis and Jason Tatum both averaging 31, 10, and 7, and you can still see with your eyes that Giannis is better than him, maybe you might be able to look beyond the box score to realize a player is better than another.
And Morris, I'm gonna do you just like you did, Drench. That's not what I was saying. What I'm saying is I don't think he's
Giannis numbers. So what I'm
exactly.
saying
I
is,
don't think
maybe
he's
if
capable of doing Giannis things. That's what I'm saying.
What are Giannis
Yeah,
things,
I
Ron?
know what you're saying. That's Giannis numbers. He's not capable of doing what Giannis does. Cool. Congratulations. What I'm saying is, if he does it, maybe you should then use that to realize there's more to the game than a box score. Maybe.
When he does it, we'll come back and have this conversation.
No, hell no, Ron. You gotta pick a side.
Like
Ron.
when he
If
doesn't
he
know
do
I'm
it-
picking-
When he
what do
do
you
it,
mean?
then you gotta say he on a level. You gotta say he and by the way, hold on, because I don't want to be misquoted. If he does it, and the Celtics are still a contending team, I'm not talking about no 10 seed, or no 9 seed. I'm talking about this Boston Celtics are still as dangerous to go to the
What do you
NBA.
classify? For top 4 seed, top 5 seed?
Top 4 seed. I said top 4 seed, top 5 seed. If he does it, then we come back and have this conversation and say, yes, I do agree with Mars, though. It's more to the game than just box scores. But JT will be in a category where it's like, we got to give him his respect now. The way he's dominating this game, the way he's, generating shit for the Boston Celtics. It's not a sidekick over there like Jaylen Brown to where we can say it's close and that's the reason why the Boston Celtics are this and that. It'll be clear that JT is in those categories. There's no crutch next to him.
And you know what
You got
else?
to give him his respect now. What took y'all so long?
I know.
Why
I
would
know.
you do this
That's
for
not for me.
nobody?
Jason Tatum has already earned his respect.
I'm
No,
trying.
that's
got
what
JT up
he,
there.
he 100% has. But also, too, I want y'all to keep it consistent. If Derek White plays anywhere close to the level he played at last year, which I think we could all say that he actually kind of was a down year for him. So look, so if Derek White even plays at that level or better, y'all better keep that same energy. I'm not saying Derek White was better than Jalen. My bad. Don't say Derek White was better than Jason Tatum.
Don't give Jason Tatum all the credit for
Right. Of course.
Like the same way the offensive rebounding, shooting threes, turnovers, that same stuff. That's going to be what drives them to wins next year as well. On top of Jason Tatum, it's going to be the exact same thing. It's just Jason Tatum's better than Jaylen Brown. But the same thing that wins them games is going to be more than Jason Tatum winning them games. The same way this year was more than Jaylen Brown winning them games.
That's how it goes.
I need y'all to hype up Derek White the same way y'all was hyping him up this year.
The only one who was happy that Derek White was Penn.
No, it's a
Up
lot of
here?
people that were
Up
up here.
here?
Yes, I'm not talking. I'm not talking about
Swiper.
up here. I'm not talking about just up here. I'm talking about in the community, the chat,
Ah, okay.
Twitter, all of that. Everybody who said Jaylen Brown was the or Derek White was the engine and the most important player and all of that. Just keep the same energy next year.
All NBA Derek White.
Yeah, all of that.
But here's the difference, though, Ron. Nobody thinks that. Penn was the one who was pushing that propaganda that Derek White was better than Jaylen Brown. There's nobody that thinks that Derek White is better than Jason Tatum. Nobody thinks that. Nowhere.
So, and that's why I'm saying keep the same energy. If they're the 2 seed next year and win the same amount of games, and Derek White does what he did or does more, just keep that same energy. And once again, I think it was blasphemous to say Derek White was better than Jaylen Brown. I think it's blasphemous to say Derek White's better than Jason Tatum.
I didn't think that either.
But at least give him the same amount of credit. Say Derek White was the most impactful player, or he contributed this, that, and the third. Hype him up the same way y'all was hyping him up this year. Don't flip flop.
I'm following you. I'm following you.
I mean that we can test a little bit because we can. What carried the Derek White argument last year was the analytics. So we can see if Derek White has better analytics than Jason Tatum, and he doesn't get the same credit, then it's not. But if Jason Tatum has better analytics, then it makes sense.
Still doing the analytics shit again? We can't.
No, but like that was why he was getting the credit over.
He has a point. If Derek White has better analytics than Jason Tatum next year, but he doesn't get the same push that he got this year, that would mean that it's a Jaylen Brown thing, and it's not.
But if it's the other way around,
come on, Jaylen Brown thing because
I need you to hoop this year, Derek.
But the reason why we know it's a Jaylen Brown thing,
the
reason why we know it's a Jaylen Brown thing, because if it was about money, to Drench's point, then why didn't they trade Jason Tatum right from the beginning? Because he's making the same amount of money. So why would
Jason Tatum is better than Jaylen Brown?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the
They
point.
believe he's better than him.
That's the point that I'm making.
Well, my point was just about how they're going to treat the Derek White conversation, not about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we don't have to just is Derek White getting the same credit? We can also go look like at the analytics. Is Jason Tatum
White is a phenomenal player, and I don't think there's anybody up here that doesn't think that Derek White is a fantastic player. A number 2 on a championship contending team. I mean, I think that we asking. I think that we asking too much. Way too much.
But they also
even
don't
if he
need him
is
to
playing,
be that, though.
even if
They
he
also
is
don't need
playing
him to
with a
be that,
better
though,
player.
too. Like they got it. The Boston got a good enough team that's well rounded to where he doesn't have to be their number 2. Like
I mean, yeah, I think the number 1 and number 2 argument is fine if you're looking at traditional superstar teams, but it's like there's always these outliers, like the 04 Pistons, the Bad Boy Pistons, the 2014 Spurs, where there's not one true superstar. It's more like it's a team effort. Like it's the whole team that's really good. It's not LeBron or Jordan just carrying the team. Like the second and first best player doesn't have to be as good if the 10th, 8th, 9th, 7th, and so on players are really, really good. Like the Knicks this year also. Like I think we all agree that Jalen Brunson is not as good as like 2013 LeBron James or even 2023 Nikola Jokic.
Jay.
I think most people would agree. Like those are just different tier players, but the Knicks are just an awesome team.
Yeah,
they're amazing. The team is good, and Jalen Brunson is a really amazing player. But sometimes with these more team focused, where it's not a superstar, we can't use the first and second best player as much. Is my point.
All right, the next super chat I want to get to is 11 euros and 99 cents. Yes. We'll just say $11. Oh, yeah, 11 euros and 99 cents. Edu said, I woke up at 3 a.m. to watch Darryn Peterson and AJ stink it up. Is it crazy to say Yaxo could be the second best contributor this year after Boozer? He just looks ready and he can't miss from 3 right now. Shout out Morez.
I don't know. AJ and DP stunk it up, though, but.
I think Darryn Peterson for sure stunk out.
I mean, Darryn Peterson.
AJ looked nice in the highlights.
I don't think AJ stunk out. I think some people are overrating how well he plays, but I don't.
Yeah, I agree with that. That shit still look like how it is. And that little herky jerky shit is like, bro. I mean, but he has the superpowers we knew he had. He's like they translate to somebody. Like the first step, like there's nothing you can't stay in front of him. And the fact, like I've seen like the compilations of like him flopping and whatnot. The end of the day, if you're able to get to the free throw line, that's a skill. For sure. And that man shot the equivalent of 16 free throws yesterday. Like, that's a good thing, in my opinion. That's a good thing. Like, being able to get to the line, that's a good thing. Being someone who they can't stay in front of you and you're 6'9", that's a good thing.
their defensive effort was better, so that was cool. That was nice to see. But overall, I don't think like if I'm the Jazz, I don't leave this game like, damn, we could have had AJ. It's over for us. Like I don't. But if I'm the Wizards, I don't leave this game like, I regret taking AJ. Like he played well. He played fine. Like, but I'm not crying about it.
Let's be clear, Drench.
Jackson ain't gonna be the best contributor though, unless Draymond take his ass to Cleveland, which I heard is possible.
But Drench, if you saw you didn't see the game and you saw the box score, to Mars's point, and you saw the box score and you saw that Darren Peterson went 24, 9, and 8. He had 9 turnovers and fouled out the game.
Yeah.
And went 6 for 18 from the floor. What are you thinking?
Did he really have 9 fouls?
Yeah, they let
9 fouls, 8 turnovers. Yep.
Which is the equivalent to fouling out of the game. So he basically fouled out the game. Like, what would you say about his game?
If I just saw the box score?
You just saw the box score.
I mean, 6 for 18 from the floor. You saw 9 turnovers and 9 fouls.
8 turnovers. I'm sorry. I don't want to give him
8 turnovers, 9 fouls, and
you would say, damn, he played like shit.
He was aggressive.
Yeah, you would say at least he was aggressive, but
Hey, Mars, you know how much fun I'd have coaching a team with unlimited fouls?
Oh yeah, because this was just shows you that Darren Peterson was playing defense, huh? That's what that shows.
That's all it says to me. Bro was trying to lock up.
yeah.
Grab somebody, hit somebody, push somebody. Shit,
He did all of that. He did all of the above.
Hey, did you pinch him? You could do something.
I guess, but I don't know.
I seen my sister one time. This girl, she was playing this girl because my sister she's played for the LA Sparks team. Who was down there at the tournament? I think it was in LA or San Diego or something. Big ass girl from like Oklahoma or something. Had my sister sealed on the block. All of a sudden, the girl said, "Oh!" My sister got up under her rib and pinched and twisted it. Got her ass up off that block.
Yeah, I bet you I get your ass up off this block.
Oh my God, she pinched me. Oh, that shit was hilarious,
man.
Did they call a foul on her?
Nah, they couldn't see. They didn't see that shit. The girl just screamed like,
Listen though, summer league
that girl was big
shit to me though. That's summer league shit it don't mean nothing. It's like some badass basketball. It's like
I agree.
It's very bad basketball. It's very bad basketball.
Like I guess it's cool to see your guys that you drafted. You know, you got some new toys. You wanna play with them a little bit. You wanna take them outside. So it's cool to see that, but. This is some very bad basketball. I don't think none of this shit is going to translate to the actual NBA game. And I do agree with Mars, too, though. 5 of the Pelicans guys sitting on that motherfucking sideline need to get their ass up and play in the game.
I'm watching Derek Queen still on the bench in Summer League like he should have.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is insane.
Like you just had a hell of a season. Even the guard. What's his name?
Jeremiah Pierce.
He for sure need to be playing too.
I agree. He should be out there. Derek Queen not being there is criminal in my opinion. I don't know how he's managed to.
But like they're there, right? They're
by the looks of things, the Pelicans won that trade. Man, keep going, DQ. Keep going, man.
Things.
Darren Peterson, Derek Queen has graduated from Summer League. The other 2 players for the Hawks, they're playing in Summer League right now. So
Hey,
I
ain't realized Swiper was right there, Ron. Why you didn't say nothing? Swiper, you all right? Oh, okay. You look like you just had a rough day. You was over there like
that trade for real might end up being a both teams lost trade. That might end up happening.
I'm already on the side of the Hawks one, but I was on the side of the Hawks one before.
The bar is low right now. I know you guys like Kingston.
Kingston need to get a smaller uniform. That motherfucker jersey too goddamn big or some shit. I'm like, God,
I mean, he's 6'2", like 122.
I was just about to say, bro, he need to get a smaller uniform on some bigger muscles. That motherfucking jersey is huge.
I don't know if you guys have watched the Hawks game. He's the smallest.
Yes, bro. His jersey look huge, Mars. I'm like, God damn, bro, what the fuck kind of clothes you got on?
Get some clothes that fit, young fella.
Bro, his jersey is way too big, bro. It looked like the jersey they give out. High
JV
school
team.
Yeah, practice. They give out the bullshit
that number 42 jersey.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, yo.
Style back, Drench. Why you talking
about? Wait, Drench.
No.
You asked Swap if he was okay. Drench, are you okay?
Nope.
I slept this morning.
Nah, I ain't go yet. I'm going though. I'm taking my time with this. I slept on it. I thought about it, and Ox,
And he's still a hawk.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Hey,
What
you
Trump
took-
said?
you
I'm
took-
gonna come. I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna come.
When did he
Hey,
say
you,
that?
hey, you took the time. You took the time to think on it. That's all. That
Oh, absolutely. And when I take my time and think about it, and I come to the conclusion that I'm right in my head, only person that can stop me from doing it is if my dad called me and say, "Yo,
Chill out, yo.
that's it."
Ron, all
Only
I'm saying
person.
is I know you ain't gonna let that scrawny nigga talk to you like that on Instagram.
He wasn't talking to me. Hey, I admitted in the video. Hey, Penn asked me, would B Pods give me work? I said yes. I said these niggas.
We
Not that
we
part,
both
Ron.
said
Not
that. We
that
both
part.
said.
Not
Ron, we
that
both
part, Ron.
said that. We all said
What
that
part?
B Pods would give us work.
I'm talking about the fuck your pod part.
Don't nobody care about K.
You gonna let that
we-
scrawny
hey,
nigga talk to you like that?
Hey, check this out. Hey, we gonna do 3,000 views, 3,000 live concurrent views, whether KD likes the video or whether he doesn't like
fact.
the video.
And that's exactly why I'm doing the video, Ron.
Hey, check it
That's
out.
exactly why
It's
I'm
a
doing
lot of
the
people that
video.
don't like Player's Choice. Kudos to you. Enjoy what you enjoy, whether that's Gil's Arena, whether that is numbers
sure.
on the board, whether that is whether that's Chill's TikTok streams. Like
For
what
sure.
you like, but you're not stopping anything that's going on over here. So I don't
And
care
that's
if
a
you
fact.
like us or not.
Ron, and
Talk
that's a
that shit,
fact.
Ron.
But that's it. But that's exactly why PC is what it is, and that's exactly why I'm gonna do the video though. I'm never gonna allow a nigga because he think he got status, right? And this is my problem with this shit with KD. We ain't even gotta talk. Matter of fact, I don't even need to say his name. Let's just circumvent his name, the Cupcake. Let's do that. So
Damn.
so
Holy smokes.
this is exactly my problem with this shit though, because you can't have it both ways, bro. We, for the most all intended purposes, we joke and laugh about narratives and shit like that. We don't really talk about narratives. We talk about hoops, whether we like the nigga or not. Ox will say whatever he'll say about KD, and then when somebody will put Cupcake, and then when somebody put Cupcake
Jesus.
in the 15, Ox will say, "Oh, y'all got Cupcake fucked up. Y'all got Cupcake. Y'all got Cupcake fucked up." Comment on that shit, nigga.
Absolutely got him fucked up.
Comment on that shit,
Still
nigga.
nasty.
Don't come like a little 12-year-old girl, because that's what he built, like a 12-year-old girl. Don't come in here and comment on some shit when you want to try to troll like a little girl. That's my problem. We talk basketball here, whether we like niggas or not. We defend people whether we like them or not.
I wasn't sticking up for LaMelo Ball a second ago.
But so whether we like them or not, like, so that's my thing. But don't try to troll a podcast who's serious about what we do. We
And
serious about what we do.
And stop trying to big time me like because I ain't played basketball in the NBA and I ain't
Exactly.
as good as you, and I
Like,
ain't got
my
no
nigga,
voice, man.
and
Fuck
you
outta
know
here
what?
with
And you
that.
know what the issue? And this is my real issue. This is why I said I slept on and I thought
Outta
about
here
it.
with that.
Niggas get mad at Low for Low doing the content that Low do, right? Then you come into a podcast where we don't do the same content as Low do, and you still got a problem with it. My nigga, if you haven't realized yet, if you haven't realized in this space, you ain't realized in this space, you motherfucking basketball players is not the influences that y'all thought y'all were. That shit is long gone. It's over with. Like, brother, that's over with. So we start a rumor about Cupcake. We got more power than Cupcake than him defending that rumor. So does Low. So does all of these people. So for you to just blatantly disrespect somebody's shit that they serious about, in which we shy away from all these other talk and narratives.
I do want to say this.
That's
though,
the
Drench.
shit I don't fuck with though. And then you
I
gonna
wanna
say fuck your pod. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, shit.
He said that? Oh, shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a
I do
buster.
wanna-
That's what it is. That's a buster.
Fuck out Paul. They ain't got a
That's
whole
not nice.
segment, bro.
Right, but I do want to say this though, y'all, because I coach a lot of kids. I coach from the ages of 11 up to 16, and actually this week I'm going to be coaching one of the 7th grade teams. So I believe some of them are 12, 13-year-old girls, right? I think so. Yeah, hey, them little girls is tough as shit.
Yeah, for sure.
I just wanted to say that. Shout out to the youngsters, because shit, them girls they build for tough. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shit, I'm not easy to play for. You know what I'm saying? Shit. They don't play around.
Hey,
They be in that gym
girls,
going
them
hard.
girls
I'm just
hoopers is
saying,
hard.
PC, we
like
do
the
that
real
though.
hoopers, they
They don't
hard.
play
Hey, them
No,
12-year-old
girl
girls,
hoopers, they play physical
nice.
basketball. And girl
I don't think y'all understand like what women basketball players are tougher than men's basketball
I
players.
get where you going.
They all got
Regardless,
that
that
tip,
nigga
bro.
still
One of
built
them
like a
got that- they all
12-year-old
got that
girl.
tip.
That's it.
I
Regardless.
understand what you're saying, Drench.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is,
I'm with you.
I'm not letting nobody disrespect what anybody is doing on this podcast because at the same time, we argue for shit we don't like. We might laugh and joke about a narrative, but this Players Choice podcast ain't built on talking narratives. It's built on hoop talk. Like, let's talk about hoops, whether you like it or not. We do this shit. Mars is very good at being condescending. Mars can literally argue anything from both sides. We do that shit a lot. Swiper will do it. Ox will do it. Whether we agree with it or even Ron be like, oh, bullshit aside. Nah, this is what it is. But my nigga, you see those clips too, though. You see them too, though. Why don't you even like the video? Why don't you even do what? But yo, cupcake ass gonna say fuck your pod because we said some shit that you didn't like. Now you think you finna tell us what we can and can't say. No. Now I got a lot to say now. Because if you niggas want to try to be funny and throw jokes, nigga, you ain't funnier than me. Because nigga, my humor is dark. Nigga, it's inside my head, nigga. I'm a narcissist. Hey, it is what it is, nigga. So don't get me getting on that, and especially don't come at me talking about stay in that game and chair. Nigga, I've been outside my whole life, boy. Stop playing with me, boy.
Hey, but
I talk
Drench
hoop
though.
on my channel.
Drench, can we see the chair though? Can you move your head to the side a little bit?
Yep.
What's the brand? What brand is that?
That's
I don't even know.
Yo, we just
That
giving
is-
out free promo.
That is
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
fire
yeah.
for real. That
Yeah,
is.
nah,
fire.
Fuck yeah.
I just, I hate that part of it, but I just want to get back to kind of what I was saying the other day, though. Like, niggas really hoop, though.
Yeah, and fuck the cupcake.
That is,
That's it.
I find it funny reading the comments because, like, obviously they don't know you guys' resume, like Ox
Yeah.
and Jordan, because that's what the clip is about. They swear you guys ain't never dribbled. I saw one said, I bet they can't make left-hand layups.
Yeah, I'm left-handed. Nigga, I'm left-handed. I didn't even say that. I thought that was true. I'm like, nigga, I'm left-handed, but it's true.
I'm just
That's-
reading the
that's-
comments.
that's-
Like, I'm not saying whether or not you guys can score on NBA guys,
Yeah.
Right,
or whatever.
right.
Like, I have no horse in that race. But hearing people in the comments act like you guys just can't play,
Never played basketball before. But
insane.
But even to that point, though, Mars, like, even to that point, as a basketball player, period, like, could I be wrong? Could them niggas go out there and cook the shit out of me? Yes. At the end of the day, just say, bro, you tripping. Like, nigga, my homeboy called me. He like, bro, you not scoring on them niggas, bro. That's what he said. You not scoring on them niggas. He said, this is exactly what he said, though. He said, it just depends on how y'all play. He said, if y'all play a regular one-on-one game, you're going to score a lot of points. He said, but if them niggas tell somebody, like, hey, if he scored 1 point, you lost. He said, you're probably not going to score. Which is cool. And my argument for that is, them niggas in the NBA that's on these benches, they don't really play defense like that. Like, they have an ego and a narrative, like not a narrative, ego and a personality about them that's just different because they're at a higher level. That's why it's a little bit easier to score than what people think if you know how to play basketball. But at the same time, though, to Mars's point, we all played basketball before. I'm not finna let no man tell me I'm just that pathetic. Whether I do think you're that good, but I'm not finna let no man just tell me, nigga, you so pathetic, you can't score a point.
Yeah, but
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Cool, but I want to see though.
In the clip, and also like just to be even more clear too, because I just want to make sure that what I'm saying is understood. Like in the clip, I said like, nigga, today, I'm washed. Like I'm not scoring on them niggas, bro. Like the way my knee is set up, I'm cool, bro. Yeah, you got it for sure.
Nah, also, I'm in the gym.
And also, but what I'm saying is like, I'm a hooper. Like, so when motherfuckers be in the chat just be saying that shit, I'm like, bro, that shit really does make me. I do get sensitive. About that shit. I am emotional about that. Like
I ain't emotional about that. I'm emotional about the. I'm emotional about the nigga trying to big time us. I'm emotional about that.
You know, like fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying as far as basketball go though, like niggas really play basketball, bro. So that's all. I understand that there are pods out here with guys that don't play basketball, and shout out to them too. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I and also another thing I want to say before we move on, Ron, is I understand from the outside looking in, especially if you've never been around NBA players or high-level basketball players.
For sure.
You're supposed to believe that know that they're untouchable.
Yeah.
You're supposed to buy into that God tier thing that these guys are you can never score on them. You could never. That's not how it is.
Yeah. Hold on.
And like I said before, I've proven that time and time again. These dudes, they're great basketball players. I've never been as good as those guys. But on any given day, you know what I'm saying? It's just basketball.
Look, you can even ask Swiper. Like, I'm gonna ask Swiper this because Swiper's a football guy. Swiper, you football at your thing. If you was to ask Swiper, could you make a tackle on a running back in the NFL? Out of 10 attempts, he probably would say yeah.
Well, no, that's different though.
He said he could tackle Derrick Henry.
Why is it different?
Because me putting my face on somebody, like, that's not the same as like trying to guard and score on the other end.
Why is it not the same?
Because I've already tackled like Le'Veon Bell and them, so that's a different.
I've already played against De'Aaron Fox. I've already scored against them niggas. I already scored against all them niggas.
Going 11, like, especially if it's make it take it, like they can just simply bucket.
Make it take it's a little different. Make it take it's a little different. But that's not.
Wait. Why? What do you mean simply? They can't simply. What do you mean they could just simply just bucket?
Yeah, you got to play some defense.
I think some players are.
Swiper, you're in the Swiper.
11 straight is very difficult, Mark. That shit is very difficult.
I mean, but
it's difficult to do that shit on a 9-year-old.
What, 8 points on Kobe, right?
9.
It was 8.
So
Not-
9.
That's a perfect example. They go perfect. Teal is a perfect example of what the fuck we talking about.
We'll ignore the second game. But he scored 9 on Kobe.
So Swiper, you
Bruh,
are in the
this is a
Swiper,
perfect
you are
example
in
of
the-
what we talking about then. This is Chill. I forgot about you, Chill. I'm glad you saved the day. So now Cupcake gotta shut the fuck up because Chill scored 9 points on Kobe Bryant, not the nigga on the end of the bench. Kobe Bryant. So Cupcake, shut the fuck up, then. So what are we talking about?
Swiper, you are
Case closed then.
Swiper, you are in the AGAT. You got 10 shots. Joe Mixon is coming.
That's not the same, though. Is what I'm saying.
Why isn't it the same?
Because me tackling somebody, like, that's not it's a skill thing. It could obviously it's a skill, but me lining up in a hole to keep you from moving or whatever, that's different. I can bring you down more than 5 out of 10 times in that scenario.
Swipe open field, though. Open field. Let's say it's open field.
Yeah, I mean that's tougher, obviously, but like, I can do it. Yeah, no, but for sure. Yeah, that's.
Thank you, though.
Okay,
But like,
you
know the one that I would say would be a little bit difficult, but then not even for Swiper though, because Swiper played football all his life though. Because I was thinking about this last night. I'm like, if a DB, and this is why I think this is part of different. If Patrick Surtain said, if that nigga said out of 20 attempts, you're not catching a fucking pass on me, I would be more than likely to say you're not catching a pass. You know why? Because his mindset in the NFL is no nigga catching a pass on him. These niggas' mindset in the NBA is not, I'm gonna lock this nigga up, he not scoring them. But that's not their mindset.
Do you know how easy it is to score basketball? I just want to say, like, y'all know how easy it is to put a ball in a basket?
No, Ox is right, and this is what I wanted to say earlier too.
So
like,
easy to score
basketball is one of the easiest sports to score in. That's my point. That's the reason why teams score 250 combined points in an NBA game. Scoring is not as hard as you guys think it is. Now, but also too though, once again, that's why I'm saying it's a two-way street. If it's make it, take it, it would be a little difficult. And this is me as a defender. I'm talking about me.
But 11 straight is hard though, Ron.
11 straight is hard, but once again, like I'm saying, B-Pods, and first off, B-Pods isn't on the end of the bench. B-Pods be starting.
But we all agreed that B-Pods were fries though.
No, but I'm saying, I'm just using him as the example though. But I'm saying like a lot of these guys be, and I'm not necessarily talking about me. I'm not talking about you, Drench, and I'm not talking about Ox. I'm talking about for the regular schmegular. These guys are bigger than you think they are. They're much stronger than you think they are. Faster than you think they are. Like a lot of these dudes, if you're playing against you, they can just bully you to 11 straight buckets. They literally can 1, 2, 3, boom,
until you bully their ass back, and then now they start calling NBA fouls. That's what I learned about being around the NBA circle and watching these niggas play one-on-one. Them niggas want you to give them the same respect as the NBA referee would give them. Then they start doing shit like that. No. And this is how I realized. I said this last night on a members only stream. I realized how these niggas play defense too in the NBA. They so conditioned because the analytics, they get scouting reports and shit like that. They are really conditioned that if you go between your legs, do a push cross, and get to a dribble pull up, they won't even contest that shot. because they'll be like, percentage say you ain't gonna make that shit. But it's like, my nigga, I'm not in the NBA, my nigga. I'm on the street. This is what I do all the fucking time. I do this stupid ass shot. Everybody that plays basketball got a dumb ass shot that they make, that they just do like, oh, that's my shot. You bullshit. That's how, and to their credit, they so good, they don't even take you serious. Like, they're not going to.
That is true. I done played against a lot of cats that didn't take me serious. And hey, KD can ask his boy who played with him on the Brooklyn Nets. That Ox was there. That whole first quarter, he thought it was sweet.
They don't take him serious
until he was like, all right, I might want to do something. You know, and
that's how you condition. That's how
Mike James ain't the only example, though. I didn't play ones with a lot of NBA cats, and once again, like these dudes is dope. But like,
they is.
But at the end of the day, they're just human.
But Ron,
just human. Thank you.
Even after the beginning of that game. Even after the beginning of that game, when Mike thought it was sweet and realized, like, oh shit, like I really got to do something. Nigga tried to do something, and it was too late. And it was too late. He started real quick though. He started crying to the refs. I start getting at this nigga. I'm talking big shit to this nigga because you trying now. Ain't nothing you could do. Ain't nothing you could do. And that's what I'm saying. Like, bro. Yeah. And once again, I just want to be clear again.
Shout out to Mike James.
He's like, shout out to Mike James. He's a baller. I'm not taking nothing away from these dudes, but I'm just saying, like, we not know just regular dudes either. Though.
Regardless, Mike James got beating Ron 11-0 in 1-on-1. Mike James, he too small.
Well, I'm saying I don't know if he is or not. But I know
Ron 11-0.
But hold on, though, bro. Hold on. I don't even care about that. I seen already Ron give this nigga 40 and he take his jersey off
40
and
is
walk out
crazy.
No. Wait. Because this is peak hoop. This is when we peak hooping. You know what I'm saying? This when I'm 24 years old. One of them. Ron, 24 years old, 23 years old. One of them.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, no, I'm older now. I'm washed. But I've already done this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so that's why
sure.
it's like I don't want to argue, and it's not a debate. It's proven facts. It's on video. You can ask niggas about me. So that's why I'm like, I don't subscribe to the same thing you don't subscribe to, Drench, because I know from the outside looking in, if you haven't been on the court, in the gym with these dudes, you're supposed to believe that they're untouchable. But I know for a fact they can be touched.
I saw, y'all know Jonathan Simmons, right? Jonathan Simmons, this is when he was like peak with the Spurs, right? So my brother and them, they got this well-known group. I'm not gonna say their name in Houston, but it's a nigga named Ryan. He used to hoop overseas. His name Ryan. He trained now. He cold, but he don't look like he cold, right? Jay Sims come in the gym, big time and shit. You know, they had like a little tournament, and you know his team was winning the most. He big time and shit, and he think I'm finna walk all over these niggas. Jay Sims about 6'6", 6'7", Ron maybe 6'1". That nigga bumped Ron one time in the face, and Ron said, "Nigga, you got me fucked up." 40. Walk Jay Sims' ass. I'm talking about the Jay Sims that was doing what he was doing. Walked his ass right off the court. And Jay Sims a real nigga though. He like that nigga bust my ass. So for anybody to think like that shit not possible, you are crazy, bro. Like you are once a nigga get it in their mind. Like sure you human, it's up. It's up.
I want to make sure you heard me. This is the leading scorer in your league.
Yeah, and Ron gave his ass.
No. Damn all that. The nigga had to leave. I'm talking about there's minutes on the clock, not seconds. There's minutes on the clock. There's minutes on the clock. Ron is doing whatever he wants to do to this nigga, and on the other end, he's taking the ball from him, and I'm telling it, I'm cussing, I'm in this nigga ear, like I'm talking too much shit.
It wasn't me that sent the packet. It really was Ox talking shit to him. That's really what it was.
The nigga took his jersey off in the middle of the floor, threw it, and left in his hometown.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like niggas hold up. Don't let these fucking mics fool you. Not for a second. Don't ever let this YouTube shit fool you niggas.
And as a matter of fact, just 2 summers ago, you see I got the Washington State shirt on right now. Just 2 summers ago, shout out to Malachi Flynn. I got pictures too. Malachi Flynn, he caught a couple buckets and I was guarding him. Malachi was getting busy. He didn't give me one. He put a cold ass move on me though. If he would have made it, it would have looked crazy. Malachi tough, crazy first step. But Malachi Flynn playing, Isaiah Thomas, Robert Franks led the G League in scoring. He was playing. Paulo was on the floor too. I gave all of them got buckets at some moment in time.
Wait, Ron, look at this. Ron, wait. I want you to. I'm not gonna say nothing. Because there's multiple NBA dudes in that same summer who caught plenty of work, right?
Yeah.
What happened, Ron?
They got rid of the footage.
Where's the?
It was on YouTube. It was on YouTube. They took it down.
I still got some clips. Like I still got some clips. I think I only got the clips against Terrence Jones for myself. But
I've seen Ox give. This is Houston Rockets Terrence Jones. I've seen Ox give him 30 and 20.
Yeah,
I'm not lying.
It was 27 and 14, but but still.
My bad. I'm putting
what I'm saying is they came to us and said y'all can't have the tape after it was on video.
That's crazy. And
I still got clips though.
Hey, but you know what though?
Honestly,
Frank Denzel Valentine. What did Frank Diddy do to Denzel Valentine? What did he do to him?
Wait, what you say, Ron?
I really ain't know you was. I knew you was good. I really ain't know you was that good until that summer. Until you was giving work to him and some of them other guys that was there. I was like, all right, Ox really wanted him for real.
Who you think crack Singler up?
What you mean crack?
Who you think makes Who you think makes Singler go crazy?
That's crazy.
Oh no,
that's crazy.
You made him
Now I must admit, like 2 or 3 summers ago, I was in a workout with Tim Martin. I just did some bullshit thinking I still had it. That nigga said, "You want to play?" It was Tyrese Maxey, Cade Cunningham, Torian Prince, Marcus Smart. I got out there and I was in the workout. We was playing fives in Dallas. I was trash as a motherfucker. That nigga Tyrese Maxey was mad than a bitch at me. He kept passing that shit to me. I was bricking that shit, boy. I was just ass in that motherfucker. I'm talking about straight ass. That nigga he got tired of passing me that. He quit passing it to me. But when it come to one-on-ones, a little different, bro. Like I'm telling you, when we was in, we just seen a little small. I'm a little competitive. We just seen a little small sample. So we was in LA, and I was like, bro, these niggas will never score on me. That's how I look at that shit, though. Like these niggas is never scoring on me. Like it's no way you scoring on me. Now against the NBA nigga, I still got the same mentality. I know, like I'm human, but all you really got to do is talk some shit to me, and I'm delusional now.
When you
I'm not a little guy.
These, like in the league kind of guys, all you gotta do is like mentally don't think of them as that. It's just another player you're playing against. Like I played against a guy who ended up in the NBA. He played for the Nuggets actually. He played a few minutes. I played 1-1-1. I've never played organized basketball in my life, and I won. Like I gotta stop on him, got the ball back, missed the shot, got the rebound, put it in. Like all hustle, I won.
Yeah,
I've gone up against players who like got drafted to the NFL and like held my own against them. But as soon as you start thinking of them as NFL players or NBA players, then you are playing worse because you're like limiting yourself. You're playing too much far off, or you're giving them too much space because you're afraid of blown by. You just gotta play your technique.
You just gotta play, bro,
and trust yourself. Like you literally just gotta do you, and
that's it. Because their mindset is not built like that. It's totally different. And I do agree with Swiper though. When Swiper was saying it's a little different in football, it is because them niggas' mindsets is to stop you. Like Patrick Surtain don't want the best receiver to catch a pass on him.
I caught a pass against a guy who like was in an NFL like mini camp, training camp guy. Like I transitioned from DB to receiver shortly, and like I was covered and all. Like he won the rep by any means other than I caught the ball because
shit happened.
Perfect ball. And I just caught it. It's like, okay, like shit. If the quarterback's good enough, you can win any 1-on-1.
Look at Chill. He about to do some cold shit to a nigga. Look at Chill.
Post that somewhere.
Chill, you gonna press play? Oh, okay. I can see
technology, old people. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but you know what's crazy? Chill is the prime example of this conversation that we're talking about, though.
That dude that's covering me, that's the Rockets' first round pick. That's Raw Rose. That's my best friend to this day. Hold on.
Oh, the steady Chill.
Yeah, let me get the camera together.
You got to put it down a little bit. There we go. Oh, Chill getting buckets.
That mid-range matching, he back. Oh my god.
Hey, Chill, when you was playing against them niggas, was you thinking like Chill? When you was playing against them, was thinking like? Matter of fact, Chill. Chill. You can put the camera down. Let me ask you something, Chill.
No, hold on. I want to see this.
We can barely see it.
I can see it.
Hey,
we missing a goal.
Oh,
you got a bucket on that shit.
Chill, you got this in slow motion?
Nah, you just
Or is it the
Like,
connection?
If he would have done that in 2026, he would have gone to the line too. He would have just snapped his head back.
Oh shit, that's Ron
You
Carpenter
just-
right there. Oh,
You
chill,
know,
go
Chill ain't
crazy.
shooting no threes, man. I don't know why they closing out.
Chill going crazy.
Need that shit right there. Well, show me.
Hold on. So we clear. Hold on, give it a second. That's Damon Jones covering me, by the way.
Right there.
You're cook. You better get your hand up.
Oh my god!
But look, chill though. I want to ask you this: when you played Kobe 1-on-1, chill. Let me ask you this: when you played Kobe 1-on-1, right?
Mars, that was
What was your mindset when you was playing against Kobe? Was you like, because you was younger? Was you like, oh shit, I'm in my prime, nigga. I can. You was thinking like I could beat
like
him.
y'all see him the way y'all see him today.
Yeah.
He had just finished his rookie season in the NBA. I had just gotten out of college. I wasn't looking at him like that. I was looking at him like he a high school kid that just played in the NBA.
Right.
So let's get it on. I wasn't looking at him like, yo, this is Kobe Bryant. Like, no,
Right.
I'm from Jersey. Let's go. Let's rock.
And there you go. Now he did end up beating you the next game, which is totally cool. Like you play somebody 3 or 4 times, then shit happens. But like just one game when you say, nigga, you're not gonna score a point. Yeah, all right, bro.
People do pedestalize athletes. That
Yes, and it's like, bro, and not only they forgot what I said. I said not every single one of them. Some of them, not every single one of them doing that shit, bro. Like not everyone. And that's just crazy to me. If you want to be a weak ass motherfucker and you just pedestalize somebody to where you're not even gonna try,
Pedestalize. I love it.
I ain't subscribing to that, bro. I'm never subscribing.
Pedestalize. Hey guys, I gotta bounce. Like it was dope to see y'all. I will get with y'all dudes later, but I gotta bounce.
Merry Christmas. Merry
Sir.
Christmas.
Yeah, Merry
Have fun
Christmas.
in Munich.
What the hell
Where
happened
the
to
hell
the real
Ron
hoes?
at?
So, yeah,
let's
super
get
chats.
through
Come on,
this.
let's go, guys.
Yeah, let's get through this. Damn.
Yeah, this nigga wrong.
Man, we are shit. All right. Bob Solo. Hold up. Wasn't Cowboy the one that said Wiz is a young, hungry team, just need the runs? Oh yeah, now we remember. Dodgeball reference. Jay Brown can't be a Nick. Braun spacing overlaps others. Go New York, go.
Bron do whatever the hell he
Wait.
wants.
Oh, my bad. Jay Braun can't be a Nick. Okay, my bad, bro. Got you.
Bron can be whatever he want to be.
Bron can do whatever the fuck, right? That's not to say he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Man,
He would
Bron's
be a
clearly-
Nick if they hadn't won the championship, he said.
He can still
Bron's
be a Nick.
clearly going to Cleveland, y'all.
I've been on the phone with JB. He gonna make that call later in the
Going
week.
back to
and
the
then-
same team for the 3rd time.
Think
Salute.
that
That's
happened.
fire. That's
Why would he go to
beautiful.
Cleveland, bro? Please.
To finish up to
Who
the
gives a
final
fuck?
Not
chapter on his
finishing no
book.
shit with
The
James
final
Harden and
chapter,
Donovan
whoever he
Mitchell.
wants to be, bro.
Now,
He don't got
Draymond
no-
Green go over there. I could probably subscribe to it.
But wait, the winning the championship isn't what seals the deal. It's just
Winning
finishing
some
his career
games,
at home.
like
Yeah,
winning
it's
some-
just finishing his career at home. They're gonna be a good team, like
they're gonna
regardless.
suck. No, they're not.
They
gonna
didn't
be
suck
good.
this year. How are they gonna suck next year?
They're gonna suck next year.
Well,
This is a
each
different
year is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're gonna suck.
That doesn't make any difference. that doesn't make
Nah,
any
it doesn't
sense.
make
I mean,
a
my
difference.
bad.
Their
I'm
conference
just
got
saying that doesn't
better.
make any sense.
Their conference is getting better. They have not gotten
Y'all think
better.
Bron can play with James Harden?
Bron can play with whoever
Bron
he
can play
wants.
with anybody.
Anybody?
This is LeBron James.
I agree, but James Harden and Bron style. I guess we got to see it.
All is well. AJ, Kingston Fleming's scoring has been consistent yet, but in 3 summer league games, he has 22 assists and only 3 turnovers. Pretty impressive for summer league.
Darren Peterson could never.
That's crazy.
But no, I've liked what I've seen from Kingston Fleming so far. Minus obviously the scoring part.
The
but-
big ass jersey too.
Yeah, but I didn't think Kingston Fleming was gonna be able to score in the NBA his rookie season anyway. So that didn't really change my forecast of him as a player. So I like what I've seen.
Why is he lying? You know what else is kind of interesting? Boston was damn near equal or even better at times with Brown off the floor. Dude, he's a super limited playmaker and a turnover machine, bro. Absolutely. They should have never even played Jaylen Brown. I think they would have been much better if they just would have cut him during the beginning of the season last year.
Could you imagine if there was like an alternate universe that we could see into where one was that Jaylen Brown played this year, and then the other one was the exact same Celtics, no Jaylen Brown? It would have been interesting to see which team.
They probably would have been the 1 seed, Mars, and actually went further.
That's what the analytics say, right? On and off the court, right?
Some of the things that he said without being disingenuous. I do think that's a good point that Jaylen Brown is a limited playmaker, and he's just referencing the numbers that he saw. That's all he's doing in the super chat.
Yeah, I'm just saying it would have been interesting to see. Like maybe maybe they would have been vindicated. Maybe Boston do win 65 games with no Jaylen Brown this year. Maybe.
All right.
Yeah, but maybe
I can't take it seriously, Jay. I'm sorry, I can't.
But also at the same time, though, Jay, and I don't want to stay on this too long. Jaylen Brown don't have to be that great of a playmaker. Like, that doesn't have to be everybody's game, man.
It would have been nice to see this year.
It would have been, but I've been arguing this for like the last 3-4 years now. Everybody don't have to be the exact same type of players, bro. Like to be effective.
I'm with you. I hate what they're doing. I don't like what they're doing to Anthony Edwards. I'm with you. I don't like. I asked Mars that earlier. I don't like that they're making guys that should be having tons of action run for them and should be have the freedom to come off the ball, get to their buckets, get to their spots, and then get back and play some defense. I don't like they're also giving the responsibility of making the right play. Yeah. 25, 30 possessions out of the game. That's just not fair, right? Like, that's not
it just doesn't make sense for everybody.
This one's for you, Mars. Jerome said, Mars, do you think Yaxel's game is going to translate into the regular season with Steph, and does Steve Kerr use him well?
Offensively, he looks like he fits everything that Golden State does. He's versatile offensively, can play a multitude of roles. Willing passer, solid passer, can make threes, really good athlete. Defensively, I have some concerns.
He's a good defender in college, though.
Yeah, but I mean, some of it was just bad decision making, or just wasn't aware of certain things happening in front of him or around him. So I don't know.
College or summer league? You talking about college or summer league?
Summer league.
Oh, okay.
But the biggest issue I have in terms of just his on-ball defense, he's a very upright defender, very upright, and that gives me some concern in terms of his switchability at the next level. So I'm not sure how he's gonna guard like legitimate 1, 2s, and 3s. But offensively, I think he fits right in. So I still think he should play like a lot of minutes. I just have some concerns about his defense.
I'm really upset.
He can be taught.
I'm really upset because Jake Fashion. See, I wasn't hosting at all this show until just now, Jake. But if I would have been, I would have made sure to get this up while Chill was still here. Start bench cut in their prime. Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Magic Johnson.
As a jump
Start
shooter.
Magic, bench Brunson, cut Donovan Mitchell.
That's an easy one.
What about as a jump
Are you
shooter?
talking about from Chill's perspective?
As a jump shooter. As a jump shooter.
Oh, as a jump shooter.
As a jump shooter. That's what Jake meant.
Hey, but from chill perspective, ain't no way. We don't know which way he gonna go with Donovan Mitchell. We have no idea which way he gonna go.
Of course, he's right at Magic
Johnson.
I don't know.
No, he gonna start Donovan Mitchell. He's gonna start Donovan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. He gonna
exactly. That's what Chill would have done. He would start Donovan, bench Magic, cut Jalen.
Yeah. He gonna be like Donovan Mitchell as a bucket getter and the way he can pass the ball. Yeah, give me Donovan Mitchell over Magic.
Oh man. Drew knows ball. Y'all know the story of Randy Moss trying to play hoops. Went for a layup and KG blocked him. He realized he's not the athlete he thought and chose football. NBA athletes are the best on earth.
I would also like to see KG got Randy Moss on the fade. So.
Yeah. I don't know what the
fuck. And also, how tall was Randy Moss?
Like Randy Moss 6'4", right? 6'4".
6'4".
Yeah,
but he was
also taller because he's skinny as shit. But he
also, I just want to. Well, he looked tall too because he's on the football field, so he just looks huge.
Wait a minute, Ox. Go back to Cupcake just for a quick second. This nigga Master P played in a motherfucking preseason game.
Master P was a hooper though. Master P was.
Yeah, I get you. But I'm just saying though, he was busting niggas ass too. Now T-Mac said that nigga had no chance of making that team.
Yeah, I don't think he was.
I don't think he was doing it to make the team for real. I just think he was just trying shit. But like,
I think athletes just.
But to Drew, I want to be clear also. I'm not up here saying I can fuck with KG. You talking about Kevin Garnett. I'm talking about I'm not talking about Kevin Garnett. Bro.
I mean, you know, you're saying right now that Chill is way better than you because he could like fuck with Kobe a little bit.
I mean, possibly, yeah. Chill.
No, wait, no. First of all, that's Kobe Bryant's not Kevin Garnett.
As long as we agree,
yeah.
No,
well, Kobe, that's Kevin Garnett.
And hold on, y'all, Mark. Chill can't fuck with Kobe. That's number one. He scored on him, but he can't fuck with Kobe.
he was there. He was there. Like,
no, he wasn't there.
I lose 11-9 to Kobe. I'm never letting that
What?
story down.
Never. But this is the thing. This is the thing. Chill. I'm sure Chill could score on Kobe.
Yeah.
With all due respect, I don't think Chill scoring on KG. Like,
probably not. I swear, bro. I swear.
Your matchup.
But that's it. But I don't know though. I don't know. And matter of fact, let me not say he doesn't score on KG. I don't think he scores as many points on KG as he scores on Kobe.
For sure.
That's what I mean to say.
Ox. I'm being around a lot of NBA guys, including Cupcake. I ain't never asked Cupcake for no picture or no nothing. I don't give a shit about that. But I seen KG. I wanted a picture from KG. That's the only person I like really wanted a picture from KG. But I seen like 3 or 4 people ask him before I did. So I kind of got in my head like, damn, that nigga might trip out on me. That nigga is taller than you think.
Yes, I seen KG a few times.
Bro, he's taller than you think, and he looks intimidating. The way he looked like you know how people be thinking he be acting. That motherfucker don't act like he's serious. Like that's how he act, bro. That motherfucker had me intimidated to ask him for a picture. I missed my opportunity. He probably would have said yeah. I missed it. That's the only time.
That's my best whatever right there, man.
Absolutely. And also I want to be clear about this too. I never once said I was anywhere near the level of basketball players Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be clear about that. I want to be clear about that as well.
Hey, those on this podcast. You got to circumvent his name, Cupcake.
Well, I'm not gonna call him that, but I hear you. but look though, I just want to be clear about that as well. That nigga's a completely different level. That's not the level of basketball player I'm talking about. But
for sure,
just want to be clear about that as well. Just before that gets misconstrued, because you know motherfuckers be misconstruing shit all the time. Might cut his hair because of Onyx. Would never happen because Silver isn't a dumbass, but I'm thinking about the OKC and Spurs guards having the power to foul 9 times. What other duo isn't letting people up the court? Pip and Jordan in 1996.
I think it would benefit more like the cats of the world that can't stop fouling. I think those are the guys that would benefit more.
Darryn Jackson might win another DPOY.
Yeah.
Like
just the guys that are staying on the floor because like it's not like MJ and Pippen was fouling that much.
If you give Lou Dort 9 fouls, somebody's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, facts.
Lou Dort fouls hurt.
We can see Cap at 36.
Draymond getting 9 fouls.
All his fouls hurt.
He'll
be sorting the motherfucker at the end of the game.
He's like the only one fouling as well. Everyone else just not fouling.
I want y'all to be clear that the chat, according to Ito, the chat stands with Swiper. He was the only one informed, and y'all couldn't let him talk, and proceeded to yap for 40 minutes.
Man, I guess that's what happened.
We stand with Swiper. Yeah, we stand with
Swiper.
Absolutely.
Swiper, we good? We good? I'm gonna see you next week. We good? I just want to know.
Swiper came back just to mug you for an hour. Nigga just came back to sit there and just meme mug you for an hour.
Swiper, bring your cleats to New York. I want to go on the hill run.
No.
I'm serious, nigga. I'm not playing. I'm serious.
No.
He always
you don't need cleats to run up a hill.
No, I'm talking about like I want to get like on that grass, that type of shit. I want them type of workouts, like with the ladders and shit. I got a new hobby in running. That's how I clear my mind now. I just be running.
Man, come on out west. We'll hit the Oregon coast. They got some big ass sand dunes. We get a 2-week training camp in.
Yeah, I might have to do that for the summer over with for sure. Maybe not for 2 weeks, but at least a week. I try to get like a mile, 2 miles a day. I've been doing it for like a week and a half now.
They got these big ass sand dunes right here on the coast.
The sand shit is hard though. I ain't gonna lie, that shit hard. That shit hurt my feet. But
see, my feet, I got them Kunta Kinte feet. My feet, they cool. I'm saying, get on that sand and go crazy.
I am going to. Hey Jay, I need some spots in New York though. I am bringing my cleats.
We out, baby. What you want to? Oh wait, for what? For walking?
No, for like running.
For working out.
Okay.
Jay, I don't know what you're talking about. We ain't gonna circumvent my salary and have me in jail. That shit different for me. They gonna lock me up.
Whatever you need, I got you. Let's go. We have to work out. Whatever. Yeah.
Man. All right, let's see. Group Scoop 1. Anybody saying LaMelo carried Khan didn't watch the games? Khan averaged 22 on 60% true shooting in his minutes without LaMelo. B-Mill gonna be the guy who sucks. He averaged 20. He averaged 22.
Everyone's gonna suck.
How the fuck he averaged 22
You
without
can't average
LaMelo?
22 points with LaMelo.
Without
LaMelo. What
LaMelo.
is this nigga talk about?
Yeah, how does that work? Per 100
22
possessions?
per 100 possessions.
That must be what he meant.
5, I think.
It might be
Okay,
shit.
well.
I don't know, cause like, how the hell he averaged 22 without LaMelo? What the
He
fuck
didn't.
he averaged with LaMelo? What the fuck
He
he
did
averaged?
it. That's not possible.
That motherfucker averaged 40. Yeah.
All is well. 50. All is well. AJ. Since it's the offseason, if Prime Joe Johnson was in today's league, where would you rank him? Yes, I'm a Hawks fan. Atlanta.
Y'all
forever.
niggas don't want to know. Y'all niggas don't want to know how high I got.
If
Joe
y'all
Johnson.
think that Jaylen Brown is getting a bad rap in today's analytics game, imagine what Joe Johnson.
I
Facts.
don't know. Joe Johnson was
Facts,
boy.
though, Drago. That was a great point.
Hey,
And the
Joe
way you
Johnson
killed Joe
was-
Johnson.
man, Joe Johnson was cold though, bro.
He was fucking nasty. He's one of my favorite players
Yeah.
of the early of 2000.
I wouldn't be
7
as
to
high on Joe
2010.
Johnson, but
He was nasty. Nah, you crazy.
He's
Mark.
like-
Fucking nasty.
in that Antoine Walker kind of
well, okay, yeah, watch out.
like
Don't do
better
that,
than that, but you know.
I'm kind of with
You got
Dookie.
Antoine Walker over Joe Johnson.
I'm kind of with Dookie. I think Joe Johnson be a top 10 player, but I'm high on Joe Johnson though. So my perception is a little skewed. So I don't need y'all to push me on my logic. I don't want to be pushed on my logic on this. I just want to say that
I
and
can
then
deal with that.
nobody challenge.
Joe Johnson, if he was if we talking about peak Joe,
Yeah, Pete Joe.
I think it's better than Ant.
I ain't mad at it. I heard niggas say he better than SGA too though. I heard niggas say he better than SGA too.
That
though.
nigga better than Ant.
I done heard niggas say Joe Johnson better than SGA too though. So I
got him as the 8th best player today, but I think Ant is a little bit of a stretch.
Man, I don't know. Joe Johnson.
Hey,
was cold
shout out
as a
to ISO Jordan, man. Go
He was cold. Nah, he was cold. I'm with you. He was fucking cold. But
This era
Ant
fit
is
to me.
cold.
The spacing, obviously, he would have to shoot a little bit more threes and shit. But what he could do at his size and like how strong he was, and he was a sneaky athlete for all intended purpose. But like this could be real good for Joe though. Like I think Joe would adapt. But like, bro, Joe Johnson was like that for real, bro. So I don't know. But I'm high on him though. Like I said, don't push my logic with no per 100 possession shit. We can't see that.
God damn, that shit white as fuck.
that nigga tried to flashbang us.
Flashbang
God.
is crazy.
Oh yeah, you can see that.
Not really.
I can't read it, but sure, I can see those words.
There's words on there.
Okay, I just added to my worst take list. Ox saying Joe Johnson would be better than Ant. Jay saying Joe Johnson would be the 8th best player. Right below him
that's a
saying
bad
Yabusele is better than Aiden.
To me, that's a bad take, but you
I can
know,
only
everyone has
name
different
players
lists.
better than Joe
Everyone has
Johnson
different
right
lists.
now at his prime right now in the NBA, and I don't think you could get it.
Maybe I have a bad recollection of Joe Johnson.
Yeah, go watch some
Maybe
Joe
so.
Johnson games.
And Mars,
Yeah,
and Mars, to tell you the truth, because you're a little bit younger too. Like, I think sometimes watching the games live and understanding where the league was at a certain point kind of helps you out too, rather than just going back to watch it.
Now, Drago.
Because if you go back to
I
watch
agree.
it, you won't be as impressed. But if you were like there during that time and you understand like what the league was about, it's a little different. And that's why maybe some older people have a little bit different point of view about certain type of basketball. Because when you there, you understand like the pacing of the league, how basketball was played, how basketball was viewed, rather than looking back on it 15 years later and then trying to give your opinion. It's a little bit harder.
Okay, wait, let's do the chill thing real quickly. Luka, yes or no?
Nah, he ain't
Man,
better.
it's gonna take forever.
No,
It's already 11:20, Drago.
Wemby, yes or no?
We're talking about Joe
Jay.
Johnson, peak Joe Johnson, right?
Pete Joe Johnson versus Wemby.
Nah,
Yes or
he
no?
Not better than me, nah.
No. Jokic,
No.
Giannis,
Nah.
Shea.
That's the one. That's the one I'm gonna get caught up on, though. I'm gonna get caught up on Shea, though.
He's
I'm
not
gonna
better
get caught up
than
on
Shea.
Shea.
He's not better than Shea.
I'm gonna get caught up on it. He might not be, but I'm saying I'm getting caught up on it. He might not be, but
And
He's not better than Ant.
Cade.
see, I get caught up on Ant though.
I think he could be better than Cade.
Okay. Kawhi.
Nah, come on.
Right now, at this moment, with Kawhi right this second, and Joe Johnson at his best, I don't know.
Kawhi had his best year
Brunson?
last year, Jay.
What
I
about
don't know.
Brunson?
Nobody
Yeah,
better
he
than
better-
Brunson.
I think he better. than
Okay,
Shea.
so there's 8.
Shout out to Brunson, man. Shout out to Brunson.
Nobody better than Brunson.
Joe's cold. I don't know where he ranks as far as number, or it's easier just to go tiers. I think he's amongst.
Tatum.
I think he's amongst the better, the better wings or shooting guards or.
You'll never say KD better. You're tripping, my brother. You've lost the not right.
I thought I liked Joe Johnson, but clearly
not right now.
He's
talking about right now. This very second, KD is not better than Joe Johnson.
Talking about this KD, he's not better. I mean, this KD isn't better than peak Joe Johnson, but I mean overall, of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
But Mars, y'all a little bit younger, dude. I be training kids, and I be wanting to ask kids like who is their favorite player? Like that's one of the things I ask little kids, like who is your favorite player? They don't even be saying NBA niggas. They be saying high school niggas, bro. And that shit be bothering the shit out of me. And it's like, that may be why.
Why that bother you?
Because why is a high school nigga your favorite player and y'all like the same age? Like,
nigga, Drew Holiday was my favorite player.
Well, when we was growing up,
Lonzo Ball was not going to be my favorite player as a basketball player.
My favorite player is
high school players
Lonzo.
wasn't as famous as they are right now, though.
I want you.
That too. But I only said that because Mars said that he thought he was high on Joe Johnson. And I'm saying, well, back then, Joe Johnson was a lot of niggas' guy. Like, he was a lot of niggas' guy back then. So that's why this love may be coming from. That's the only reason I brought that up.
This the thing, though, Drench. The reason I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing sometimes is because I don't want you out here. If your favorite player is I'm gonna pick somebody easy. I'm just gonna fuck no. That'd get nasty. I'm gonna pick somebody easy. Steph Curry. A lot of people see Steph that be their favorite player, and then they try to emulate that or try to do that. It's like, bro, you're not that good. In fact, you'll never be that good. Yeah. But you can get in the gym and keep working. And get as good as you can become.
Niggas' favorite players was Kobe back then, though.
Because and that was a problem. And that was a problem. I'm like, nigga, stop trying to do that shit, bro. You're not Kobe. But this is what I want to get to is Tracy McGrady said something and people clipped it and took it and ran with it. And I was like, bro, please stop clipping this shit. Because they were like, I think he said, what year was it? It might have been 2003, 2004, 2005, somewhere around that time. And he was like, see, you don't need to just play pickup. When me and Cole, we went over here and we were doing one-on-one workouts. You don't need to play pickup. And then come to find out, he was talking about himself 6 years into the NBA. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah. You don't have to play pickup, but you are a top 15 player in the world. These kids need to get out there and play. So you can't, that's my only issue with 12, 13, and 14-year-olds looking up to 28, 29, 30-year-old NBA players who were in the peak prime of their powers. Like, bro, you are nowhere near that type of player. Stop trying to do that shit. Stop trying to do them double step backs, them Jason Tatum side steps. You gotta learn. You gotta learn how to OTE. But you got to learn how to catch and shoot.
Hey, could you
at least learn how to catch and shoot, stepping into the pass, feet set square to the basket, and knock down a.
Well, you're just thinking about
three first.
You're just thinking about what translates, like what translates into when you get better and you have to play more competent people, right? Like how that translates. But to counter that, right? When you coach and you allow kids to be just a little more creative with what they do. It just kind of opens up their mind to like what can be done in basketball or like if they're in a position where they get a good closeout and then the shot clock might be low, right? And you expand their brain a little bit into what can be done with the basketball. So you have to give them that freedom to just play around with it a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely, Jay. But there are fundamental counters to things that you have to be able to do before you try to do that other shit. And that's all I'm saying. Like I'm absolutely player coach. Like I'm not pulling you out for certain shit. I'm not tripping on you. Like, have fun, play basketball, do your thing. But if you can't do this, you better not be trying to do that. And that's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's fair. Okay.
That's all. Dim hands 88. Damn. People saying we reached getting Morris at 9. I can't wait for the year out redraft. Morris is easily top 5, 27, 8, 3, 3, and 2, looking like best player in Vegas.
You talking about what he did last night?
He did have a good game. But I mean, he did a lot of the stuff that
people thought he could do.
Yeah.
Sometimes people get a little excited about that guy. You know what I mean? Like it just happens. You know, I was excited about Tari East in the same way I was about Şengün, and extremely
You
low.
believe in Şengün?
Oh yeah, when the Rockets first drafted him, I was like, oh Şengün, because I had heard about him too. They was already telling me about him like when he was in Turkey.
I mean, yeah, he was the MVP over there.
Yeah, they was already saying like he was cold. And then I saw him play in Turkey, and I'm like, oh shit, he is good. Then the Rockets picked him, and I was like real high. But then as the years kept going, you know, I'm a big picture guy. I like to at the end of everything, I like to look at reality, and I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna be it. This ain't Joker. This ain't no baby yoke. That ain't it.
A guy that clearly doesn't know ball, never bored, has been a member for 10 months and says Asia's not better than Maya Moore, Ox. I mean, shout out to Maya, man. Absolutely.
I fuck with Maya Moore.
One of the goats.
So cold.
Sure.
She was my
So
favorite
cool.
player growing up. She was one of my favorite players growing up. I couldn't do nothing she could do though. But I fuck with Maya Moore.
Definitely one of the goats. 989 Michi. Okori is just Nigerian Ivy, huh? And
That's
not
funny.
his name.
But-
Nah, I think he's better than Ivy. I think Okori had a better
Yeah.
second half. I like Okori.
Yeah,
I
me
just
too.
think he needs to lean into what he is. He's a scorer. That's what he
Even
is.
though he's
Lean into
small,
it.
right?
Yeah, about 6'2".
Yeah. He just looks smaller than what he is.
Yeah,
though.
Cade's a big guard though, so like it kind of. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Andrew Johnson. This may be my nostalgia talking, but I think an All-Star 2000s team would beat the All-Star team of any other decade in 4 or 5 games in a 7-game series.
That is a
Good
very
question.
interesting way to look at basketball. I never even envisioned thinking about that, but
Yeah.
I
Great minds
mean,
in
we
this
do starting fives from each decade, right? That's basically
We've
what
done
this
that
is.
before. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
get you.
basically it would be
Who
Iverson, Kobe, Braun.
KG, right?
We're not
For me, Kevin Garnett,
Yeah.
but
KG,
and then
Shaq.
We
Shaq
can-
for
we
me.
can find other
But for a lot of people, it would be Tim Duncan and other stuff. But for me, it's Kevin Garnett.
I
No,
mean,
no,
it
this-
would
this-
probably be this or 2010s with like Braun, KD, Steph, AD, or like one of the wings of like PG.
I mean, shit, you do the
Kawhi.
2020s,
Yeah,
you
probably-
can still get Braun and Steph in there.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
but the 2020s
2000
are done when we can get Wemby when he's like at his peak. 2020 AD, Braun, 2021 Steph, and I don't know.
Yeah, that team
someone
is
maybe-
getting washed. The 2000 team gets Shaq. The team is getting
excuse me?
washed.
To be
They
fair,
get Shaq
anything that
and
does get
KG.
Shaq,
And they got Curry.
Man,
You
I
got
tell
Shaq
you,
and
y'all got
Curry.
some.
So, nigga,
Shit, I ain't
y'all-
gonna lie.
Shaquille O'Neal.
The 90s
A dunk is
team
only
could
worth
get
2
Shaq and
points.
Hakeem for real. The 90s team could get Shaq and Hakeem. If we really
and
wanted to.
Jordan. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like
They get
yeah,
washed
bro,
too.
these teams-
Yeah,
these
we only-
teams-
Yeah, give me Penny, MJ, Pippen, Hakeem, Shaq.
Yeah, they get
Oh, yeah.
washed.
There's no shooting.
Man, you know what I want to say though?
You
I
got-
gotta
you
yeah,
got-
bounce.
what's some,
you got-
Hey, I gotta bounce after I say this. I want to say, boy, y'all getting in this space on PC. Y'all taught me some things. Y'all got some insane creative basketball minds. Cause some of this shit I would have never even thought about in basketball. Period. I ain't thinking about no all-star team versus another all-star team. My mind ain't never went there. But well, y'all creative as hell. That's all I want to say. And PC, we up. Cupcakes, we down. So
we got-
I gotta run too. I see
All
y'all.
right, we got a couple, just 3 more member chats to get through real quick. Thunder up 404, 7-game series. Who wins? 23 Nuggets or 94 Rockets?
I'll also always take the modern team.
Yeah, modern team versus not modern team. Yeah, unfortunately.
It's also
like
unfair
LeBron.
because like the 2023 Nuggets have seen the 1994 Rockets, but it's not going the other way around.
Yeah, the Marge, when I used to play my friend online, we would do eras versus, and he would get like the 86 Bull, like Celtics. I would just get the 2012 Thunder, and I would walk him every single time. Like, there's just nothing you can do about Kevin Durant and Russ and Harden and Ibaka shooting,
Yeah. All the breaks. Yon Berenjay with LaMelo is going to be a lot of fun this season.
Yeah, I box score watched him. He had like 18 and 10 or something. I didn't watch that game, so I can't say anything about it. But
yeah, I do like that kid for sure. Okay, we got one more member chat. And Aeroado Can y'all give me your top 10 scorers ever? Who wants
Oh,
to
my
take care of
goodness.
this?
Jordan, here I got it. Jordan, Shaq, Kobe, Bird, LeBron.
But
All right.
Yeah.
Kobe, Kobe, Durant, LeBron. That's 7, right?
Yeah.
sure.
No, you said Kobe twice.
Well, I was trying to reiterate, take Bird out. So
Okay.
um
You don't got to
West.
take Bird out. He was a bucket.
Steph Curry,
West.
Jerry West.
I know Jerry West in there.
Tim
I think it
Duncan.
gets to a point where you kind of go to acknowledge James Harden's existence. But
Well, James Harden, obviously. Well, I mean, playoffs included. I know who I'm taking.
include what you want.
Well, just for the sake of the conversation to be easy. Yeah, somebody said in the chat.
You want to put
your
Jokic in there? It's fine if you do. Go ahead.
Now,
Embiid, maybe if you.
plus that playoff
You got-
included.
I think you got to put Tim Duncan in there. I think you got.
Is that the last one? Is that the last
Sure,
one? Is that
probably.
the last shot?
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah,
One
we're
more.
done, y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, man. Great show, y'all.
That was fun, y'all. Peace.